Yo, what's up? We back. Got the Christmas hat on. We're probably gonna keep this on for a while. What's up, everybody? I think my homeboy Christian gonna be Christian, are you there? Christian said he might join us. You know what I need to do? The audio is not perfectly synced. Let me look at the audio. But it's good to see everybody here. You know, we always happy. I'm gonna put it -25. You think that'll be good? Yeah, let's see if that works. Always a pleasure to see everybody. You know, always happy to see everybody. We back. Hopefully we don't have an angry episode. Christian, they be pissing me off on here. But we're gonna have a good day. Look, I got my Christmas hat on. It's a little too small though. Or my head's too big. One or the other. Otherwise, we good. We got a lot of videos. Gabrielli, Marcelo, Lackland, not Pato, Sanji. Yeah, we're gonna watch a lot of videos today. Otherwise, that's it, man. We chilling. Thursday. We just try to get through it, bro. Hopefully, this live stream helps you guys get through your whatever you guys are working on. You know, we got updates for who's number one. There's tomorrow, who's number one. Oh yeah, bad news for who's number one. You got Marcelo versus Lackland tomorrow. We might do that watch party. We'll see. I don't really want to stay up late, but we'll see. Maybe I'll do it for you guys. I bet Christian will stay up. I bet Christian gonna stay up. How late is that in Europe? At 9:30. He's 6 hours ahead. Oh shoot. Yeah, well, that's too late. 9, 10, 10, 11, 12, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3. Oh shoot. They're gonna have Christian up late. Up late at night. All right, Christian, good luck. So yeah, we'll see how we organize that. It's crazy. As I'm doing this, I'm seeing some new stories popping up and new videos. So all we can do is just try to cover a little bit, you know, on the Alec News Network. We can't do too much. We try and do our best, man. And that's it. So we'll kind of warm up with some Reddit. Let my voice warm up and wait for the tea to. I don't know if you guys can see the tea. You see that? Woo! Look at that! Look at that steam. I can't drink that tea right now. It looks good. It smells good. It smells good. But that's gonna burn me. So we're gonna wait for that tea to calm down a little bit. We're gonna go to Instagram, see what's going on Instagram. Try to keep you guys updated. That's all I can do, man. This is, you know, this sport has a lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of crazy people and a lot of stuff going on. So I'm only one dude with the Christmas hat on, with the little ball here. There's not much I could do. So let's get into it. We got Gabrielli over here. Hopefully there's no music.
She's kind of in this headquarters, almost half waiter's position. She off balances and she's going to pummel her way, sort of, into a nice Achilles grip. Let's stop there and take a look. You see how she's already setting up on this left side the Achilles grip, but where are the knees? The knees are not in any kind of single leg X that I've ever seen. Instead, they're both to the inside, and they're both going to start adding pressure here. The pressure is already coming in, and Brianna's trying to roll, but as she keeps coming to this side and trying to stay on this left side, she's keeping both knees to the inside where she's pinning with her body weight all the way down. Here you see Brianna's trying to pummel legs and she's pushing and she's pulling, but Gabby's keeping with this same idea. Stay on this hip, keep both hips on top of the position, and there's the tap. And there's another gold medal for Gabby Pisania, the queen of women's jiu-jitsu. Is an incredible submission hold from her. Make sure to check out the full breakdown video on Flow Grappling. If there's any other matches, moments, or athletes you guys want to...
I think Brianna, can we go back? Okay, here. Okay, you know, Gabrielle is a very strong girl. Here, when she went for that ankle grip, she should have put her foot to the floor instead of rolling. You got put your foot to the floor. She should have threw the leg. Well, she probably would have. She still would have had inside control though. Okay, that's true. She should have. I think she should have kept her weight on Gabrielle. Well, she's kind of off balanced. Hindsight. Shoulda, coulda, woulda. I don't know if you guys ever compete and they're like, oh, you should have tried this or you should have tried that. That don't help you after the match. When your match is done, somebody messaged me. Yeah, when your match is done, that's it. That don't help you. Watch out for ankle locks. If you guys are competing, watch out for those ankle locks. People trying to take your feet home.
Two, 229.
229 for Mr. Charles. He passes hydration.
Say this is enough. Probably will be, and then you're
169.2 pounds. He makes weight.
1.0229.
229 for Mr. Charles. He passes hydration.
Say this is enough. Probably will be, and then you're
169.2 pounds.
I wish I could make 169.2. Maybe next year we'll try. A little, the holidays have been too good to me. Too good to me. So hopefully next year we can get down a little bit. And I don't think we got a poll. We might do a poll later. I do like the interaction with the poll. We're gonna watch a little bit of Lackland in a little bit. Here's Ethan Crittlestein. Ethan Crittlestein, can you make 169? Ethan, why are you so jacked, bro? Why are these guys so jacked? Why these guys look like bodybuilders? No clue. Make sure you don't skip leg day, though, Ethan. Come on, bro. Simple Man. They got the Simple Man mat. Okay. How is Simple Man doing? You know you ripped when you got the abs out in the candid picture. That's when you know you ripped. You're not ripped when you gotta squeeze your abs. Well, mine I can't get mine look like that, no way. But when you get the candid pic and you got the abs in there, you know you ripped up. I guess he can always go to fitness modeling, right? That might be an avenue for success for him. We got Colton Brown. I got the chance to train up there. I think we got a couple of videos of Colton. Is there another one? Okay, we got a couple of videos of him for today. I really enjoy his program. He does clearly it's a judo school, but they do have a really good jiu-jitsu program. And it's pretty welcoming for jiu-jitsu people to go right into the judo program because they do the jiu-jitsu before. And then you're like, well, shoot, I might as well stay for the judo. So I think more judo programs should probably try that model.
My generation, not many people wanted to open dojos because we were always under the impression that it was volunteer work and there was no sustainable career.
That's what I was saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, with my students, I had 7 students come to me and say, I want to open up my own dojo. Either I want to open an extension of Colton Brown Training Center or I want to open my own dojo in the future. That means I'm doing my job.
Right.
And that's what we need more of because if we have people that are running professional dojos and running dojos as businesses, that is going to grow the sport. That is going to keep people interested in it. And most importantly, it's going to make sure that good judo is getting passed down. My generation, not many people wanted to open dojos because we were always under the impression that it was volunteer work and there was no sustainable career.
That's what I was saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, with my students, I had 7 students come to me and say, I want to open up my own dojo. Either I want to open an extension of Colton Brown Training Center or I want to open my own dojo in the future. That means I'm doing my job.
Right.
And that's what we need more of because if we have people that are running professional dojos and running dojos as businesses, that is going to grow the sport. That is going to keep people interested in it. And most importantly, it's going to make sure that good judo is getting passed down. My generation, not
We talked about this yesterday, but I think, as jiu-jitsu grows and people kind of get, not sick and tired of it, but maybe they want more discipline, more more functionality. I think you might possibly, the people that leave jiu-jitsu could go to judo, possibly, if they market it well and they make it so it's a little bit more friendly. People, especially older people, don't want to get injured in judo. But there is a market, man. You guys can't believe how many people quit jiu-jitsu every week. Tony will tell you. I need to move this thing out the way. I'll do it later. Yeah, you guys wouldn't believe how many people quit jiu-jitsu every week. And now imagine that if they get siphoned over to judo's programs. Man, that will grow the sport quick. You know how many people quit jiu-jitsu in the first couple weeks and months? Man, that would save judo. That would save judo overnight. I do like, I don't know too much about judo. I've only done a little bit. I do think you have this grassroots effort. So you have guys like Colton Brown, Travis Stevens, and they're trying to promote people having their schools, and that will grow judo. But I think you still need help from the top. You still need USA Judo to do something. They gotta make it more appealing. They gotta incentivize people to sign up for USA Judo and make it more appealing for people to want to join the sport and do the tournaments. And the more barriers to entry, the more politics. Because judo all about politics, right? Jiu-jitsu, at the end of the day, jiu-jitsu, if you good, don't matter what nobody say. If you good, you win. Even if they try to cheat you and screw you over, if you're good, there's nothing Carlos Gracie can do. There's nothing Mo can do. There's nothing Flo Grappling can do. There's nothing none of these people can do. If you are good, they can't stop you. But if you even judo, they can stop you. Judo, they can stop you. They can just say, "Oh, you can't do the Olympics." Okay, well, you're not on the team. Jiu-jitsu, they can't do that. If you're good in jiu-jitsu, you can do whatever you want. Now, if you're bad at jiu-jitsu, you better start your YouTube channel. You better start live streaming. If you bad at jiu-jitsu, you better start live streaming. What's up, bro? Chat dead today, right now. The chat is dead right now. But hello, how you doing? Yeah, I'm ranting about judo versus jiu-jitsu. I do judo now. That's what I'm telling everybody. I do judo. I do judo. There is a market for people that want to learn judo. Most people that do jiu-jitsu would love to learn judo if it was accessible. If it's accessible, amazing. Wow, judo. As a martial art, judo's better. I have to admit that. And judo is a martial art. I guess, and it's a sport. Now, jiu-jitsu, based off LL Snap, is not a sport, which you may or may not be wrong or right. What do you put on there? Okay. Duluth. Wait a second. Sorry. What did he change the time? Let me see something. Okay, I gotta message my friend. I forget what I was saying. Shout out to Colton Brown, though. I did get a chance. Do I have a picture? Let's see. I definitely got a picture somewhere. Where's my page at? Let me go back. I got a lot of Money Bird content. Ooh. What's up, bro? He says, after yesterday, I put my name on instead of dance, hard or die. Okay. I don't want to be incognito. Okay, we appreciate that. I was just thinking about that. People, I don't see no pictures of people training or competing. Where's Colton Brown at? Did I go last year? Did I not post a picture? I could have sworn I did. Maybe I didn't. Oh, there we go. Hey, there's me. Listen, I go and train. I appreciate that. Dance Hard or Die, a.k.a. Ian. Yeah, people, I don't see no pictures of people training. I'm upset already. I ain't see no pictures. They ain't train nowhere else. They said they can't film. They can't take no pictures. I don't see no rolling footage. I don't see no competition footage. I don't see nothing. I gotta listen to people talk shit. I'm upset. Listen, I'll go. I was like, hey, I went to Colton Brown, put the white belt on. I went in class like everybody else. Dorothy Slipper says, I'm only a judo white belt, so no pictures of me. Yeah, well, I was white belt too. I was white belt. Yeah, I'm just upset. I'm upset at people online could just say whatever they want. And I go out there and I prove everything. I prove everything left and right. I still got people talking shit. But yeah, shout out to Colton. Again, if more people ran their programs like him, if there were more judo programs that were run like jiu-jitsu programs, bro, judo would be popping, bro. Judo would be popping, bro. And just make it safe. Yeah, judo will be popping. Oh, Robert D goes back? Okay, we got a couple stories. Yeah, I just get upset. I understand people are trolling, but people troll me a lot. I'm tired of trolls. Because once you see them in real life, oh man, you know, how you doing, bro? Oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm sorry about that. That was a joke. Would they be trolling Marcelo Garcia? Would they be trolling Lucas Lepre? Okay, you could troll Gordon Ryan, though, for sure. CP, what up, CP? CP? He says, do you think judo should adopt teams like BJJ? Probably not. Like Gracie Baja or Alliance of Judo? I mean, judo's, I feel like judo's too good for that kind of behavior. That thuggish behavior, Mr. CP. What I like about judo is that, you know, everybody you hear about online, like Shinagashi, Colton Brown, all those guys, they're all just about trying to, even Dr. Rahadi, they're all just about trying to grow the sport of judo and make Olympic champions, Olympians. So I really do like that. We don't have that kind of cohesion in jiu-jitsu. Every man for themselves. We don't care about, they don't care about anything about in jiu-jitsu, just making money. I never met so many scammers. Until I got into this sport. I never met so many thugs and criminals. Yeah, I met all these criminals I met through jiu-jitsu. All these criminals from jiu-jitsu. So yeah, I don't think judo needs to have the team aspect. I mean, there are clubs, I guess once they get more people into judo, that might happen. You might have certain places like California versus like New Jersey, New York. I'm not sure. He says people should be more transparent in the online jiu-jitsu community. Too much crap talking. Yeah, if you go to Reddit. I just want everybody to roll. Yeah, most of those people on Reddit don't even roll. They like Josiah. They don't even train. They can't shrimp. And they think they got an opinion. I want people to have an opinion, but also I want them to have to roll. If that was possible. They already do. It's the university and college. What are you talking about? You saying the teams? Some of the schools have college teams. Yeah, but I can't name a single judo program except for the one in Miami. Yeah, that's the only judo program I could name of in a university. Or is there another one? I mean, when you think wrestling, I can name 10 schools right off the top of my head that are amazing wrestling schools. I can't name anything about judo. Judo, is it a collegiate? I guess it's a club. It's more of a club sport though. It's not a You giving out gifts today? Yeah, I wish. I'm trying not to turn into the Grinch. Dorothy Slipper says, I was listening to Jimmy Pedro, and he said, if you have no plans of competing, you can go get a black belt. You can go get to black belt without throwing randori, as long as you train kumikata and newaza full contact. Okay, well, that's Jimmy Pedro. Oh, I can't argue with Jimmy Pedro. MMA is worse? How is MMA worse? San Jose? Oh, the school. That's one school. Who's in San Jose? That come on, man. That's not the one. You name one school, two schools compared to wrestling. CP says, my friend Julian is visiting and wants to improve his judo for BJJ. What advice do you have for him? He's really tall. Oh, well, I can't help him. He's tall. You just excluded me right there. In Ultra Heavy, well, go study Teddy Reiner. Teddy Hine. However you say his last name. Yeah, tell him to study Teddy. Well, you're in Switzerland. There must be some programs out there. I don't. CP, you a judo black belt. CP, you know more about judo than I do. CP a judo black belt. That's where Dave Camarillo was. Oh, San Jose. Okay. Well, okay. That's one school in all of America. That's good. You name one. Okay, name another school that's good. If you want to do judo in university, go to Japan. Yeah, that's true. Now you're gonna have to live in Japan, which might come with some other challenges. Just go across the world and train in that different country that's not really built for foreigners. But you can make it work. What all this YouTube chat come up for? CP is a black belt. CP, you know better. Yeah, I guess West Point had a program. Yeah, West Point was pretty decent, right? CP? When I was on the judo team at West Point, we won the men's national collegiate championship. San Diego State was one of the schools we beat. Okay. So there is a little bit of judo, I guess, in the college space. I do know Hawaii does have like a state championship for judo. LL Snap says, MMA, we had clan members coming to the... Well, yeah, that's true. Well, jiu-jitsu and MMA, pretty right-wing. You got Nazis over here. They have you training with the Nazis over there. And you don't even know the guy he a Nazi because you can't read his tattoos. He got all them Nazi tattoos. That's why he be sparring so hard against you. There's a lot of potential for judo. Honestly, if USA Judo was like, hey, yo, we got to get some jiu-jitsu people over here. If they partnered with Jiu-Jitsu World League or IBJJF or somebody, bro, you get some good crossover, bro. You could get some good crossover, man. Hopefully Mush can jump in on this topic. He knows a lot about this. Dorothy Slipper, he's clan members. Yeah, clan members. Yeah, you don't know what people. Yeah, I mean, honestly, don't expect too much from a jiu-jitsu academy, to be honest. As long as they're not openly racist, I'm okay. Oh, you racist? Okay, just don't do it in front of me. Otherwise, you can't. There's no training. Where are you going to train at? Most of these places are racist. If your school ain't got no minorities, if you're the only minority, I mean, in the school, I mean, what are you supposed to do? I'm very excited. This stream is turning into a judo exclusive news channel. Yeah, CP, welcome to the Alec News Network, where we cover judo. He says, I fucked my back last night. Oh no. Goddamn, bro. I'm sorry, bro. Just so you know, I didn't curse you or talk to no witches to curse you or nothing. That wasn't me. that was Josiah. Josiah probably contacted some witches in New York to take you out. That wasn't me. I wouldn't wish that on you. CP says, Alec, have you already done a documentary on Travis Stevens? No, I have not. I can see the thumbnail. He's gonna be in some overalls. He gonna be in some overalls. Travis Stevens. Yeah, I do want to do one on Travis Stevens. I want to do one on Mush. I wish I could do more. Those videos take so much time. The last one took 5 months. Took 5 months to get that last one out. I'd be about dead. And when I get about 5 views after 5 months, I'd be like, all right, let me take a little break. When those videos don't get views, I'd be like, I better take a little break off the video now. When you put a couple months of effort into something and, oh, well, that bombed. Let me take a little break. I wish I could pump those videos out faster. I wish I could. Got the voodoo priest. Yeah, that wasn't me. That wasn't me. I wouldn't wish. I don't. Even if somebody upset me, I don't wish nothing ill on them. Yeah, that wasn't me, bro. That must have been Josiah or maybe a baby mama from somewhere that you don't know about. Yeah, go get yourself a priest. Go. You might need to be rebaptized or something, man. We might have somebody pray over you, bro. Do we all agree Travis Stevens would destroy Gordon Ryan in a carpentry? Yeah. Oh yeah. Travis Stevens, bro. Travis Stevens, that's all he been doing. He been building more than he been doing judo. I blame judo for that, because judo, why you got one of your best representatives out there in some overalls instead of a gi? Yeah, he over there. Where he at? You don't even see that man in a gi no more. USA Judo done burnt that man out. Where's Travis Stevens at? He got that building strip. Yeah. Where he at, man? Where's his uniform at?
Underneath our spring floor system. So what I'm doing is I'm going to take a 2x6. This is just a standard off the shelf 2A. That is actually going to
Travis Stevens over here looking like Bob the Builder.
This is part of the blooper reel.
Look at Travis Stevens. He look happier with them overalls on.
So here we are at the 6.
Look at him. He looked comfortable in his overalls. He looked like he can be himself in the overalls. You look like he about to run the Dunkin' Donuts after they finish building. Travis Stevens over here looking like Bob the Builder. Now he is aging. How old is Travis Stevens? Can't even be 40 years old. How old are you, Travis Stevens? Build with the rash guard. He is 39. Ooh. Okay, that's a rough 39, man. Travis, Travis, why you look like a middle age? I guess 40 is kind of middle age. But you know what I'm talking about. He was an Olympian a couple years ago. 2016. I guess that was about 11 years ago. But man, he went from Olympian to I blame USA Judo. What's going on with Olympic athletes? We got speed skater doing who's doing OnlyFans? Travis building BJJ schools? Yeah, he's not even building judo schools. There's no judo schools to build. He over here building jiu-jitsu schools where they're not going to do a single takedown. They're going to pull guard on those nice mats with the spring flooring. They ain't going to do a single takedown on those spring floor mats. Who's doing OnlyFans? We got to research that. You older than him? He 38. He look like he ready for retirement right there. Look at him. He ready to retire. He got his pension. Judo stress him out? Yeah. That's rough, bro. You look rough. I mean, maybe he didn't have his coffee or something. Based on CP's gripping skills, who's CP? My CP? The championship he won at West Point must have been kids division. Oh, do you know who CP? Don't roast CP up, man. That's my boy. What speed skater? Yeah, we're trying to find out. Yeah, don't roast CP up. He my boy. See LL Snap. See how I defend my friends? LL Snap. Yeah, don't roast CP up. Wrestling stressed me out. Yeah, well, that's true. I mean, yeah, that's true. Wrestling and judo they not easy. They not easy. That is for sure. I mean, if you had to pick an Olympic sport, I would probably choose shooting or something. Something chill. You know, oh, I missed the target. Well, okay. Some of these sports, they be chilling. Some of these sports, they don't even be working that hard. And wrestlers and judoka be killing themselves, and these other people in these other sports, they be chilling. Yo, who's the girl with the OnlyFans? Pull that up, bro. MMA was cakewalk. I mean, MMA people. I mean, they different. Just the little ones, the burner account. With the burner account? Oh, okay. People will be trolling, but yeah. This is a news network. He said, man, I just thought about something. MMA is not even a sport. It's not. It is. Yeah, they do have some amateur MMA. I don't think that amateur MMA could make it into the Olympics possibly. Yeah, amateur MMA could possibly make it into the Olympics or something like that. We're gonna wait for Homeboy to post the speed racer. CP got to go train though. What time is it over there, CP? It's probably time for him to train. We got Robert Deagle. He's been over there in Asia for a while. Maybe you guys will run into him. I search for everyone's account whenever they comment on the stream. Gotta tear that guy's leg off. Oof. Yeah, you don't have the knee line control. There we go. Nice. All right, Robert Deagle. Super Deagle. How come everybody be looking strong? All right, CP. We're not going to hold you up, bro. Nogi. Okay. Uh-oh. CP. CP be going for legs. How's your arm doing, CP? CP be going for them legs. All right, CP. Be safe, bro.
Back like with some focus to my training. I think when you don't have a competition coming up and you're training, if a move doesn't work or something you're working on is not happening how you want it, you can often just sort of let it go and move on to something else. But when you're preparing for competition, you sort of feel like you have to fix things. So it gives a bit more focus, and I feel like it's helped me level up and even adapt and improve some areas of my game that I thought were very well dialed in. So yeah, I feel like it's been great like that. On the other side, I hate doing strength and conditioning. Yeah, I've done some of that, and I'm looking forward to that ending. It's been like 3 months, really. I suppose like I thought my body wouldn't handle the camp, but it's actually held up pretty well, which is good. I went back to doing my A game. I was sort of being retired and being a coach, you sort of try to learn as much of jiu-jitsu as possible. So my focus has been elsewhere, and then I've had to go back to the things I was best at and try to improve on them, and I've learned some new things because things evolve over time as well. So yeah, it's been really good.
All right, CPC, bro.
Different people. The Siraj, then Jordan Rosman. So yeah.
Have you been given a few back or?
Nah, I'm too kind.
I'm sorry. I like Lackland, but I can't go against Marcelo. Marcelo a different animal, bro. I mean, even Lackland is rolled with Marcelo. CP, we'll see you, bro. Have fun. He don't lift too much weight, bro. LO Snap say you don't need to lift all that weight. Alexandria Inaclusi. Okay, let's see who that is. We got, just for research purposes, to see what's going on. We don't like to see the, what is that? Oh, he's shooting. All these Olympians be over here doing their side jobs. Actually, a lot of these Olympians are, they do some stuff on the side there. That her? I don't know if that's her. Just do Spartan drills for a month will transform your body. Oh, that's the same girl. Let's go over here. How old is she? 37? Oh, 34. All right, she's not bad. Look, hey, how you doing, girl? You on OnlyFans now? No. Aw. Yeah, she on OnlyFans. No, she got the OnlyFans on the speed suit. Aw. Well, she making money. How much is she making? Oh, she definitely. Actually, she is cute. She cute. Well, I'm sorry, she gotta do the OnlyFans. What's going on over there? Let's read this real fast, just for research purposes. For research purposes only, everybody. Former Winter Olympic speed skater Alexandria Ianculuscu turns to OnlyFans to help achieve her dreams of becoming a cycling star at Paris 2024. It's helping me survive. Oh, shoot. Romanian Canadian Olympic speed skater Alexandria has taken her career in a different direction, joining OnlyFans to support her bid for an appearance at the 2024 Summer Olympics. Oh, so she did the 2018 Winter Olympics, and then she was trying to get to Paris. Oh, no. Yeah, possibly. That's extra. I made an OnlyFans account in 2021. It's helping me survive, pay my rent, pay for groceries, and it covers the cycling and the coffee bills. Oh, shoot. Well, it's paying for a lot. Hey, how you doing, lady? Well, I mean, it's very short. Well, that's why all times are hard right now. Who suggested she join OnlyFans? Don't listen to all your friends, people. Someone suggested, why don't you just have an OnlyFans account and create like a behind the scenes of what you do? Behind the scenes, yeah. And since you post bikini photos anyway, you can actually charge for that. Oh, she was already posting stuff. That's true. Well, listen, she's not your girl. She's our girl. What does Future say? She belongs for the streets. She belongs to the streets. She belongs for the streets. Something like that. I was like, seriously, people pay for that? Like, I like my body. I want to post it anyway. Oh, no. What's going on? The Y is silent? Yeah. He says 2 gyms in Houston just shut down because of membership drop off. Oh, wow. Really? Well, you guys got a lot of schools in Texas. Forgot you watch CJI. Who says I watched that? She for the streets. Who says I watch? The algorithm posts all that stuff. If you see my algorithm, it posts all that stuff up there. That's Future, bro. You never listen. You don't know who Future is? She says, I give myself 1 month and see how it goes, and it was crazy. Oh, she made some money. Gracie Baja and Ground Dwellers. Okay, never knew love speed. You never knew you loved speed skaters till now. She says I used to care what people thought, but then I realized that their opinions don't pay my bills. Oh shoot, that is true. Now I don't want to hear her complain later on when people exclude her from different situations and she can't go to certain places. Judo needs their own Alexandria. Oh well, no, don't say that, bro. Keep judo pure. says, isn't Haven associated with ground dwellers? Carlos Machado. LO Snap would have to answer that one for us. So she says she got to pay her bills. She got a lot of bills to pay. So I am going to continue owning it and using it to the max. I don't want to hear her complain later on, though. Yeah, I don't want to hear her complain later on when somebody shows her son or daughter the OnlyFans. I like how comfortable I have become in my own body and how I learned to love myself in a different way. She struggled during her appearance in the speed skating at the 2018 games in Pyeongchang. Was that Korea? No, I don't know where that is. Thanks to taking a month off practice after initially being told she had not qualified. She finished 31st in the women's 500 meters speed event held in the northeast of South Korea. Well, she ain't no real Olymp. Man, no wonder she had to go to OnlyFans. She placed 31st. She came in 30. How many women were competing in that? No, she's an OnlyFans. She's not no Olympian no more. She's an OnlyFans artist. Since then, she has retired from the sport. Yeah, I would retire too. In November 2021, and has turned her attention to rubber meeting the road. She was barely in the Olympics there. She was barely in the Olympics. She didn't do nothing out there. Well, kudos to her for using the Olympics to springboard her OnlyFans. I'm telling the MMA people, she's cute. You don't need it. Well, cute girls go to OnlyFans all the time, right? Yeah. Some of you guys will marry a girl like that. Some of you guys are married to a girl like that. Yeah, some of you guys are married to the girl just like that. She wasn't serious out there. She said she stopped training and went to the Olympics after a month of chilling. That's what martial arts are going to be. A lot of those kids learning since has gone rampant, and these are future parents. Oh yeah, them kids gonna get roasted in the future. Them kids gonna get roasted. I wish a kid would try to join me. And if their mom has OnlyFans, I wish a kid would join me. Well, listen, she wasn't going to make it in the Olympics. She made it to the Olympics. Kudos to her, but she wasn't going to win the speed skating. She came in 31st. What was her placing? How did she do at the 2024 Olympics? She did not compete in the 2024 Olympics, although she aimed to qualify as a cyclist. She used her OnlyFans platform to fund her cycling efforts and self-finance for her expenses for the qualification journey. In addition to her athletic endeavors, she also designed sportwear for a brand called 91. So she didn't even make it to the Olympics. What was the point? She was always going to do OnlyFans. Since we didn't have OnlyFans back in the day, we had magazines. Yeah, well, the girls had to go to that Playboy or that Hustler. Apparently, I didn't have those magazines, but that's all they had back in the day. They had the shit. They had to bear it all on back in the day. Back in the day, you had to post everything. Back in the day, you had to spread everything out. It'll be over 2 pages. Well. They deserve to get paid for that. OnlyFans and part, yeah, well, oof. Part is that so many parents are doing it without surprise. Wouldn't surprise me if there were whole classes full of those kids. Ooh. That's why I said don't let them kids start joining nobody. And God forbid their mom was famous. They're going to joke on how much their mom made. Well, my mom made $50 million. Well, your mom's, I can see your mom's butthole. You can't argue. Kids don't understand money when they little. They gonna understand butthole though. Oh really? Here's your mom's butthole right here on the phone. Oh no. That's gonna be terrible for those kids' mental health. Can you imagine someone said they saw your mom's butthole? Oh no, let me leave the school now. They overhear everything. You saying the kids overhear everything? You can't win. LL Snap, are you still at the hospital, bro? You watching the stream from the hospital? Come on, bro. You gotta take care of yourself. And they got phones. Yeah, they watching the OnlyFans at the school. Is this your mom? Is this your mom? You can't make it out of there, bro. Oh, dang. God dog, LL Snap. LL Snap, don't invite LL Snap over to your house. Don't introduce him to your mom or your sister or your niece. Okay. Take care of yourself, bro. She says she is a Winter Olympian, now bike racing, Olympic sports broadcaster, Olympic artist, Porsche dogs, Negronis. Uh-oh. LL Snap, she might want you. Or she ain't put nothing about OnlyFans up there. What's really sad is she isn't the only one. Pole vaulter Alicia Newman is only doing okay. Dorothy Slippers, what kind of research are you doing over there? Dorothy Slippers? Oh yeah. Well, I mean, clearly she does something. Look, she's working hard over here.
26 Olympics. We're here for the ISU Junior World Cup speed skating. The first Olympic test event. As the speed skating announcer, you may be wondering what I do. As a sport expert, I have to know how to pronounce the names properly. My name's complicated. Sometimes I can't even write it. We have to announce track records, world records, personal records, technical changes about technique, medal ceremonies, fun facts about speed skating, and I have to drink a lot of coffee. Anyway, thanks for tuning in. This is a beautiful venue. Excited to bring the action to you. This is the Olympic venue for the 2020.
Yeah, OnlyFans easier than that. OnlyFans way easier than that. Well, apparently she was posting this stuff earlier.
As an Olympic speed skater, my left leg was always bigger than my right. You could see here today, the struggle was real with these 60-kilo single leg reps, but I always balance it out by doing one extra set with my right leg. The left leg clearly had no issues, and I will show you.
Well, some of you guys are paying for her OnlyFans. Did she put coffee right there? Okay. Oh, Jesus. Okay. This is a family show. Family show. I'm just doing research, everybody. OnlyFans Academy. There you go. Cal took your ass out of the auction. What are you talking about? What you talking about, LL Snap? She has a bright future. I think her future is. She got a girl grabbing on her. Oh, she married to her? Oh, she not even straight. Man, you guys falling for these girls. These girls not even straight. These girls don't want you. Her girl is hot though. Hey, how you doing, lady? She got three. Wait, how many girls she got? She got more girls than me. She got more girls than me. Life's not fair. Life is not fair. She got more girls than me. I can't compete. I can't compete with this. How am I supposed to compete with that? I'm only one guy. They all low-key want to try sometime. Well, they can have at it. I see 3 headaches right there. I see 3 headaches. 3 for the price of 1. No, you paying 3 for 3. Every time they add a new girl, the other girl's hot. The other girl's cuter. Every time there's a new girl, the other girl's cuter. All right, she's cute compared to her, and then the other girl's cuter than her. That's crazy. Life is not fair, bro. Life is not fair. Life ain't fair over here, bro. Let me look a little bit longer. Oh, she look a little rough next to her. Take them to Applebee's, 3 for $25. Yeah, these girls. What kind of girls? I don't know what kind of girls you. The girls I be talking to, they ain't going to no Applebee's, bro. Hello Snap, what kind of girl? What you doing over there in Houston? Well, LL Snap ain't got to feed these girls. He good. That's a good $40 McDonald's date. You can't. Maybe European girl. You can't take those American girls to McDonald's. Maybe. Is classier in the middle list. Yeah, calm down, Dorothy. We still doing research. We gotta do thorough research. There's more girls. There's always more girls. Where are these girls coming from? Dorothy Slipper's a gooner. He a gooner. You married now? Yeah. I wouldn't trust you around no relatives of mine. If they come up pregnant, I'm gonna know who they suspect. LL Snap was terrorizing folks back in the day. Take them to church and repent. They ain't got enough holy water for all these girls. Oh, she tall. YouTube keeps popping up too much. Stop, YouTube. Chat keep refresh that. We got a lot of chats. I gotta refresh that thing. 1 in 12 going going where? Yeah, bro, just having her as a friend would get you so many. Yeah, but all these girls lesbians. Oh, you don't. Okay. LL Snap, I'll say some prayers for you, bro. Oh yeah, these girls lesbians, bro. I'm happy for them. You know, take care of each other. They're gonna save that octopus for later. Some of these girls couldn't keep up with nowadays, man. They like sexy. Oh, you couldn't keep up. These a new age of girls, man. You know, I'm not sure how long you've been married, but these girls different than from back in the day. These girls got some technology we can't compete with no more. Have you looking like John Henry? You know who John Henry is? LL Snap. Have you looking like John Henry out here trying to kill yourself? You about to go to biking? Yeah. Grab one for me. Get one of the racing bikes for me. Says I'm just doing the research on these Olympic athletes. He trying to save one. He trying to save sound like my friend Depot. He be looking for a D1 Olympians. What's the other girl's name? I don't know if I can hang with these Gen Z. I mean, they doing a lot, man. I just want some vanilla. I don't want no snow. I said I want some vanilla. It's rough out here in the streets. Look at Kanye. Yeah, Kanye be gooning left and right. He can't control himself. These girls have you questioning your whole life. Alicia Newman. Okay, we'll look her up. This ain't Friday. Oh, shoot. Yeah, we can't handle some of these girls. We can't handle. We'll be in trouble. It says one tapped out. She was dating frat guys, so it was easy win. What are you talking about? Oh, you're saying one of the girls was dating a frat guy? He's trying to find a diamond in OnlyFans. He ain't gonna find it there. That man said he gave. Did he say that? Oh, well. Kanye, bro. I'm not gonna look into that. I do recall him saying something. I don't know if I'm gonna look into that. You know, do whatever you want to do, Kanye. All right, she definitely got some good genetics though. Canada? Oh. Hey, listen, her sport prepared her for OnlyFans. She was ready for OnlyFans the whole time. She was man. He said that? Okay. Well, let's leave that alone then. I ain't judging nobody for their rainbow. I can't say nothing. We had Josiah on here. Who's worse, Kanye or Josiah? I don't know. I'm just gonna leave that alone, bro. I can't fight off the rainbow. She got some strong features, but I mean, a lot of these girls do. A lot of those girls have higher testosterone. Yes, she got the jaw. Yeah, a lot of these girls got some higher testosterone. These girls were. His face when she said my friend. Whose face? Did I say my friend? Who said their friend? Yeah, she was dating a frat guy, Alicia was, who couldn't hang. Sad part is, I dated his sister and met bro one day. Oh, he couldn't hang? What do you mean by he couldn't hang? He couldn't. Oh, I mean, most of those guys don't have a long career in those industries. If you're a regular guy, that's not for, you couldn't hang with her. What was she posting on there? What was she posting, JH? Okay. What was she posting on there? It's upsetting. They got Olympic gold medalists in bobsled on OnlyFans. Okay, we can't research no more Dorothy Slippers. You got everybody do research after the stream is over. You could do. Don't be gooning during the stream. He was a normie. But is that before the OnlyFans? Was it before the OnlyFans or during the OnlyFans he had to tap out? She was dating frat guys. Oh, she was dating frat guys. Like I said, these girls have high testosterone. A lot of these girls have high testosterone, so they might also be on some performance enhancers. You never know. Look at her jaw. She definitely has higher testosterone. So, look at all this stuff. It don't say OnlyFans on there. I ain't see nothing that said OnlyFans on there. Yeah, nothing said OnlyFans. She went to University of Miami. Oh, yeah, of course. University of Miami, that's a party school. So girl of high testosterone, probably competitive, goes to University of Miami. Of course you're going to have some fun over there. Yeah. Say a prayer for the future kids of these women. She got an infinity sign? Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I mean, what do you expect, man? Wonder Woman. These days, I'm trying to get me a Summer Rae or Demi Bagley. Okay, I'm off the. I think I know who Summer Rae is. Man, you need to stop gooning, bro. You gooning too much. I mean, she's cute. She was cute, I mean, these girls. Like I said, these girls are hyper competitive, high testosterone. She spent a lot of time in Miami.
To the Bolton High Performance Center because we're pouring the outdoor throws area. Hi.
Like I said, these girls have high testosterone. So I mean, what do you expect? Look at so LL Snap had high testosterone, right? Look at him. He was banging everything, left and right. Now you take a female version of LL Snap, same thing. She gonna bang everything, left and right. She just a female version of LL Snap. No offense, LL Snap. You get these super athletes, high testosterone. They're gonna. What do you think Olympians do? What do you think is gonna happen at Olympic Village? And why do you think I'm trying to go with Mush when he go? Mush, sneak me in, Mush. Sneak me in. I'll be the camera guy. not for not for nothing. No OnlyFans or nothing, but just to document the journey. And when they ask me what sport I do, I'm gonna lie and say wrestling. Oh, I'm wrestling. I'm trying to get into Olympic Village somehow. Let me in. If I could find a sport that would let me in, I would go. He says, I feel bad for you guys nowadays. Nah, we good, bro. We just chilling. Most of these guys gooning anyway. They ain't got no energy. They gooning too much. They goon 3 times a day. 5 times. Dorothy Slippers 5 times a day. These guys gooning, they don't care. They got AI girlfriends now. They don't. You think they care? They got an AI girlfriend right there, right on their telephone. Whatever girl they want, they can make an AI version. Right there in 5 minutes, they can make a. They can stay at home and goon to whatever they want nowadays. They don't care. Oh snap! Travis Stevens out there pouring track and field. Yeah, got Travis Stevens over there. He got to make he working hard to make his money. And she over there, OnlyFans spread wide. She making more money. I assure you, she making more money than Travis Stevens. And Travis working hard. Look at him. Says, bro, you the one. No, you gooning, bro. You gooning. Man said, let me just hold the camera. I'm gonna film myself. See, I never thought of it this way. Oh, the female version of yourself. Yeah, what do you think the female version of you is doing? You think she's staying at home knitting? No, she fucking. Female LOL Snap. Female LOL Snap. She banging too. Now her number gonna be higher than yours. She gonna have the whole frat house. LOL Snap. You might have a couple. He might have a couple girls here or there. She got the whole frat house. One day, she got the whole. Shout out to her.
That is like the number one thing that if anybody is even trying to like get their kid to be like a great NFL player, a great NHL player, put them in track. And I can't wait to have kids. Like for that exact reason, I'm going to be like their dry land if they end up doing hockey or whatever they end up doing. I'm going to be their dry land coach because I will put them through the proper workouts so that they have the best biomechanics.
That's not fair. White people co-opted the goon. Yeah. Not till this year that gooning became bad. Before, goon was like, like a thug kind of. It's like woke. Woke used to be a real term until I'm sorry, white people, non-melanated people took it over. He said the most I did in one day was 3, gooning or girls. Yeah, a girl could do that easy. That ain't nothing to a girl. How you do the whole a girl could do the whole house. That's called a train, LL Snap. Do I got to educate you on that? A girl could run through a whole house in one day. That one OnlyFans girl, she did 1,000. You know the girl I'm talking about? She looked like a skeleton. The white girl. What's the girl's name? I don't even know her name. She did 1,000. Ain't no way, LL Snap. I don't care what kind of blue pills he take, injections. He can't do 1,000. Actually, you know what? You could if you just went in one time, you could do 1,000 possibly. Have a little conveyor belt system. Okay, you maybe. He said, "What happened to this live stream?" He said, "Goon Squad was dope as F. Then it was ruined by J-Rod." Yeah, I didn't know about gooning until J-Rod popped up. Bro, I'm dead. Girl, what's a goon? A goon? It was like a thug back in the day. You know, I'm going to send my goons. You know, your boys, your goons. Your enforcers, you know. How did Leo Texera BJJ chime in on this Alicia Newman post? Who was Leo Texera? Bonnie, yeah, well, I don't care about her name. Yeah, she did 1 million. She did 1 million in one day. You get cut up after. Well, you pumping too much. You know, LO Snap, he banging like his life depend on it. You know them girls were sore. Like henchman. Yeah, henchman, exactly, a goon. My neighbor used to smash tons of guys. She quoted like 60 dude body count. Well, that's kind of normal nowadays. I hate to say that's not terrible nowadays. That's kind of high, but it's not terrible. Now, depending on when that was, 20 years ago, okay, that's too much. Some of these girls over 100. Easy. Did you guys see the girl that had 500? I think she was on Fresh and Fit. She looked like a devil. She looked like a devil. 2017. Okay, that was high in 2017, and that's been normalized by 2025. She got 60. Okay, well, I guess I still like her. I mean, you don't even ask a girl's body count no more. They just gonna lie to you. If you do the mathematics on that, 60 times 3, that's 120. 180. What's 3? What's 16? What's 6 times 3? 180. Yeah, that's 180. I can't do arithmetic. You probably near 100. And listen. Yeah, but that wasn't all quality. There ain't 100 good girls in this world, in America. Now, some of these girls, they get that by college. LO Snap, they already did that by college. LO Snap, a girl could do that in 1 year. Easy. A girl could get a body every week. Easy. In college. Yeah, girls could do that in 1 year, 2 years. Yeah, 2 years. And you caught something. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that, especially not here in Atlanta. You're going to get you're going to get something you can't get rid of here in Atlanta. Never ask, ever. Just use your best judgment. Just assume, that's what I do, on if you want to really date her or have fun. He says, no, I had some fat. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. There ain't no 100. Nobody with a big body count had 100 models. Unless you Saudi Arabian. Unless you from the Emirati, you ain't get no 100 OnlyFans models. You had some ugly girls in there, some pretty girls, some tall girls, some small girls, some cross-eyed girls, some butterface girl, yeah. Some bow-legged girls, some big ankle girl, yeah. Okay, Chris Brown. All right, Chris Brown. Okay, that ain't no real. You can't put Chris Brown in there. He be having women that married. They be leaving their men. Much lost count. I mean, honestly, it ain't like sleeping with more girls makes you a better man. What happened if you sleep with 1,000 girls? Nothing. You don't get no achievement award. They don't send you no medal. They don't send you no certificate. You don't level up. You can't even brag about that after a certain point. Yeah, if you can't even remember the girls' faces no more. You had a few midgets, yeah. That's nothing to be proud about. That ain't nothing to be proud of. No, it ain't. That shit jade you up. You don't need all that experience to be married to one girl. You don't need 100 bodies to be married to one girl, bro. What was I saying? Chris Brown. Don't put Chris Brown in there. And Chris Brown, I mean, just because you got a lot of girls don't even mean you're good at relationships. Look at Chris Brown. Look at his relationships. I mean, Diddy been with a lot of girls too. You think he good at relationships? He said the loneliest I ever been was when I was putting up numbers. Yeah. Usually when you're putting up numbers, you're not even happy. You're not even enjoying yourself. If you got 100 bodies, how many pregnancy scares did you have? How many Plan Bs did you buy? How many times did you have to get tested afterwards? How many periods were late? Yeah. What's the point? What's the point of doing it? I know it sounds like fun, but what's the point? You want to pay child support to 50 women? No. Look at guys like Future, Nick Cannon. You want to be like those guys? Don't even see your kids? Yeah, what's the point of sleeping with all those girls? Nick Cannon can't name all his kids. What's the point? Mush says you gotta have discretion. You don't want to catch something. Yeah, bro, you catch something. You go ahead and put your blood work up, everybody. Let me read your blood work. Just like I did with Craig. Let me read your blood work. The midget was interesting. I want another to see what's really up. Okay, JH a gooner. Mike got a bad version. Man, once you get married after doing all that action, you can't do that stuff. You was going to the women. You. I mean, honestly, every girl you got with was somebody's daughter, wife, niece, granddaughter. Yeah, something. Mom. Where was the respect then when you had them swinging around the? Honestly, I mean, I understand, some girls for fun, but honestly, I don't know. Mush says it ain't about the numbers, it's the chase. The chase is fun, yeah. You just got to remember that these are real people, you might see it as a number, but that's a real person. She's got a life. She's got a father, mother. I know, yeah. Well, you know what? I don't want to say that. Whatever girl, the way you treated some of those girls is the way some people treated your girl. When you think about it, some guy was treating your girl like you treated those other girls. So hopefully you've been treating girls good. Now, if you just slinging dick and doing all whatever, well, some homeboy was doing that too. So that karma is real, man. It's the chase, but when you get through, man, I can't tell you how many times I look over next to me and what the hell did I do? Yeah, that's the worst. You be beating yourself up. Why did I do this? Once you get that clarity, why did I didn't need to do this. I should have stayed at home. I should have slept. I should have saved my money. How much money did you waste? LOL Snap probably didn't have to spend no money, but everybody else got to spend some money. How much time did you waste traveling and going out to dinners and coffee? Yeah. You should have you could have stayed your ass at home. You would have saved some good money. You would have had some good investment money right there. Dorothy Slipper says, I reset the counter. I'm at 0. Olympic medalists only fans. We judokas keep it pure. Yeah, judokas are pure. We are pure. We went over judo a little. Actually, I got another Colton Brown video. You didn't waste no money. Yeah, but you wasted some time. How much time did you waste? If you didn't waste time, you wasted energy.
You have an all-time favorite wrestler?
Adam Satiev.
Okay.
The younger brother.
Yeah.
I mean, I ain't waste no money.
Why do you like Adam Satiev?
That's what they all say.
I don't know. He just does a lot of cool things with his feet. Like wrestles like it's feet or hands. So I just try and do a lot of that.
Did you like ever go down the YouTube rabbit hole with Satiev matches and?
Oh yeah. I've seen every single video that he has on YouTube. I've seen it, And then he's got this hour-long footage of him just training up practice, beating up a bunch of guys. I've seen that video probably like 50 times.
Oh man. So you dive deep into wrestling on the internet.
Yeah.
You have an all-time favorite wrestler?
We like the tease over here. This AI is cool. They got me speaking Portuguese in the video. Okay. Well, snap. That don't work for everybody. just realize that don't work for everybody. Gabby, which Gabby? Garcia. She been losing weight. Gain weight, lose weight. Gain weight, lose weight.
Is there an ideal relationship between Zuffa Boxing and the existing promoters?
We're just going to do our thing. So let them do their thing. If they want to have 16 different championships and sanctioning fees and all of this nonsense, you want to do that? Do that. What we're doing, and one of the things, that's top of mind for us, the Muhammad Ali Enhancement Act.
Yes.
Lawrence Epstein, who you know quite well, who's, again, one of the architects of the UFC, on the board of trustees for Vanderbilt University, an honest broker, in my opinion, is going to appear in front of Congress Thursday, December 4th, to talk about the Muhammad Ali Enhancement Act. Also appearing will be Lonnie Ali, Muhammad Ali's wife, and Andy Foster, the head of the California State Athletic Commission, as you know. The California State Athletic Commission voted unanimously 6-0 to support the Enhancement Act. And again, what this means, DC, is the act as currently written, that'll stay in place. We're not looking at one word of it. We're not looking to change one comma. But in addition to what exists will be this new option where you don't have to use these sanctioning bodies and pay 3% of your purse. And there's a super champion in recess, all of this chaos and nonsense that we think in part ruin boxing. Our effort is going to be to do away with that, at least for us. And if fighters want to stick with the old way, go ahead. That'll remain an option.
Is there an ideal relationship between Zuffa Boxing?
We've read the Muhammad Ali Act, which was basically to protect the boxers from, being fleeced by these people. And I believe they're trying to get rid of that for MMA, UFC, and WWE. I don't know if we can watch that hearing. It said today, Gabby lost weight loss drugs. Oh, well, people, think about people buying. Usually people buy for emotional reasons. So, they having trouble lose weight. That weight loss drug is like a miracle to them. So, people kill themselves to lose weight. Crazy. They'll kill themselves to lose weight because it's easy to take the pill or injection, whatever. They won't fucking work out. They won't do the cardio. They won't go to the gym. They won't eat less. People, we see this in jiu-jitsu too. Think about ecological. Ecological is all about making it easier, more efficient, easier, more fun. Nobody wants to do hard work. Hard work is inefficient. That's just the way at least Americans are. How can I do this the fastest way, most efficient way possible? The quickest. Okay, there's side effects. Who cares? I sit over here and tell people, hey, take your time. It's a journey. Struggle. No, I don't want to do that. I want ecological. I want fun. I'm going to post that video about Greg Saunders, too. We might have some blowback against Greg Saunders, but I don't care. I'll poke his neck. He's the devil. So you signing yourself to get scammed and amused by these fight promoters. Yeah. Well, I'm telling fighters not to do it anymore. What's the point in fighting? There's no point. Unless you're an amazing fighter, don't fight. I'm telling more people to get away from fighting. MMA. Now, okay, you grew up boxing, do boxing. You need to do video on that. Or which video? On what you talking about? I gotta do a video on a million things, bro. Someone says they want to make boxing like UFC and WWE, where they own you and you can't move around as freely. Boxing is in bad shape, but this won't make it better. And what's crazy is most people vote against their best interest anyway. Basically, he's saying they won't accept the Muhammad Ali Act in their league, which means they still have the right to withhold information. Nice try. Okay, I want to see. Can we find this? I want to see that one. Go to YouTube. We got a lot of YouTube today. The weight loss stuff. I'm gonna have them coming after me. Okay. Let's watch this real fast.
You can just tap the microphone, please, there, ma'am. There we go.
Sorry.
So that's Muhammad Ali's wife, if you guys don't know that.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chairman McKenzie, Ranking Member Omar, and distinguished members of the Workforce Protection Subcommittee. Thank you for the opportunity to appear before you today to discuss H.R. 4624, the Muhammad Ali American Boxing Revival Act. My name is Lonnie Ali, and I am honored to speak to you as the wife and partner of the greatest boxer of all time, the self-proclaimed, globally recognized, and original GOAT, Muhammad Ali. I met Muhammad in 1963 when I was 6 years old and living in Louisville, Kentucky. Back then, the young Cassius Clay played a role in my life as a hometown hero and a growing global icon whose influence extended far beyond the ring throughout his career. After his retirement for boxing, we married, and I stood beside him for more than 3 decades as his closest companion, advocate, and eventually his caregiver. Muhammad went on to become an Olympic champion and 3-time heavyweight champion of the world, earning numerous accolades, and including the Presidential Medal of Freedom in 2005 from President George W. Bush.
Well, yeah.
Boxing gave Muhammad a platform to speak truth to power, to fight for civil rights, and to inspire millions around the world. He believed that boxing gave him the public platform to serve others, to be the voice for the voiceless. Muhammad often said, "Service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth." Needless to say, he lived his life practicing what he preached. He appreciated and utilized the immense platform boxing gave him to serve others and speak out about issues that moved him. Today, as co-founder of the Muhammad Ali Center in Louisville, I carry forward Muhammad's legacy of promoting respect, hope, and understanding throughout the world. The center serves as both a museum and a cultural institution celebrating his global legacy, and as an educational institution that inspires young people to find their own greatness. This brings me to why I strongly support H.R. 4624. Congress has long recognized that boxing needs help. 25 years ago, Congress honored Muhammad by enacting the Muhammad Ali Boxing Reform Act to address corruption and other problems in boxing. These issues were not new to Muhammad, to Congress, or to the country. Indeed, in the 1960s, it was well known that the mob controlled much of boxing. In the late 1990s and the early 2000s, Muhammad and I were honored to work with the late and honorable Senator John McCain of Arizona to strengthen reforms throughout the Muhammad Ali Boxing Reform Act. 25 years later, boxing has suffered a steady decline in both popularity and integrity. Young athletes who might have once seen boxing as a pathway to success now face a system plagued by structural limitations, inadequate safety protections, and limited opportunities for fair compensation. One needs only to understand that HBO, Showtime, and ESPN have dropped boxing programming to know that boxing is in trouble. I was asked about this bill and felt a personal obligation to assess whether it would be good for boxing and for boxers. I certainly cannot speak for Muhammad. As you know, he had a way with words. The perspective I bring is whether this bill reinforces Muhammad's life's work, and it does. In addition to injecting some much-needed competition into the current system, this bill has significant health, safety, and integrity provisions that will no doubt be good for the sport. These three elements are particularly meaningful to me. Minimum compensation, mandatory MRI testing, which will require MRI and MRA tests every 3 years, and performance and recovery centers. Muhammad's perspective on boxing transcended its demanding physical aspects. He was well known for his focus on the mental and emotional strength, courage, and self-belief gained through the sport, viewing boxing as a platform for expressing convictions and inspiring others.
What'd you say,
He believed in the importance of mental fortitude and willpower, professing that the will must be stronger than the skill. If Muhammad were here today, I know he would want to ensure that boxing remains strong and viable for generations to come, providing opportunities for other athletes to pursue their goals and dreams just like he did. This legislation has the potential to create countless opportunities for young athletes while establishing the safety standards and ethical practices that should have been in place long ago.
Different time period.
It can help restore boxing's position as a respected American sport while ensuring that fighters who make it great are treated with dignity
All right, get grandma
and the
off of there.
protection they deserve.
Grandma,
Given
did
its
she ever throw a
enhanced
punch?
protections for boxers, I believe.
Did grandma ever throw a punch? They might pass that. What's in the bill?
Muhammad would be proud to have his name associated with this legislation. Thank you very much for your time and consideration. I look forward to working with you to pass this important legislation, and I'm happy to answer any questions you may have at this time.
Well, she only talked about the good stuff, the MRI. We like that. Okay, MRI and blah blah blah. Where they screwing everybody up? What do you mean, hell no? Where are they screwing everybody up though? Let me look at this. Leave the act alone. We're just gonna look at the AI version real fast. Whenever CEOs and stuff be supporting stuff like this, you better watch out. Amateur people need to get paid too. Yeah, I mean they're fighting. The Boxing Revival Act aims to update and strengthen the original 1996 Act by introducing. It's only been around since '96. Leave it alone. Key proposed enhancements include establishing a national minimum pay per round for boxers. They're gonna pay the people minimum. All right. We gotta pay that. Okay, that's what we're gonna pay them. Key proposed enhancements include establishing a national minimum pay per round for boxers, providing enhanced health insurance and medical protections, including MRIs and coverage for training injuries, and setting up unified boxing organizations to create. There we go. And setting up unified boxing organizations, UBOs, to create consistent national safety and fairness standards. Who's going to be this unified boxing organization? That sounds like UFC, UBO. These changes are intended to protect fighters from exploitation and improve overall integrity of the sport. So what if you get the UBO, Unified Boxing Organization, they're going to act like the UFC? Yeah, they leave that thing alone. It's going to act like the UFC. What the UFC do? They pay the fighters a minimum standard. They don't pay them there's no ceiling. They're not going to reach a ceiling. They're going to do exactly what the UFC did. We're going to pay them the minimum amount we can. We're going to standardize everything. Their sponsorship, everything. No more sponsors. It's going to come through us. We're going to unify, standardize everything. Okay, now, because we're doing all this, we're going to take the majority of the money now. You guys, I know you used to make 80% of everything. Now you're going to make 20%. Come on. I don't trust UFC, WWE, TKO, whoever. I don't trust these people. Establishes a national minimum payment of $150 per round. They're going to be paying that. They're going to be paying that minimum. But they're not going to pay the maximum no more. Okay, we're going to standardize it, but because we're standardizing this, we're not going to pay you $50 million no more. We got Bud Crawford. They trying to mess with Bud Crawford too. Allows for new promotional model where promoters can run their own titles. UFC can have their UFC boxing. These people, bro. Rather than relying solely on existing sanctioning bodies, enforces a strict, transparent anti-doping policy. The MRI stuff is cool, but look,
with fast signs, see the
I don't trust these people, bro. They ain't got no transcript. Where's the transcript at? We about to cheat the system, bro. We ain't looking through everything. Woo.
For us, the Muhammad Ali Enhancement Act.
Yes, yes.
Lawrence Epstein, who you know quite well, who's, again, one of the architects of the UFC, on the board of trustees for Vanderbilt University.
Screw
an
the UFC.
Honest broker, in my opinion, is going to appear in front of Congress Thursday, December 4th, to talk about the Muhammad Ali Enhancement Act. Also appearing will be Lonnie Ali, Muhammad Ali's wife, and Andy Foster, the head of the California State Athletic Commission, as you know. The California State Athletic Commission voted unanimously 6-0 to support the Enhancement Act. And again, what this means, DC, is the act as currently written, that'll stay in place. We're not looking at one word of it. We're not looking to change one comma. But in addition to what exists will be this new option where you don't have to use these sanctioning bodies and pay 3% of your purse. And there's a super champion in recess. All of this chaos and nonsense, do away with that.
And why, that having more options in that way is very important for the boxers and for the fighters. Andy Foster has long been.
What did they do to MMA Guru? What happened to him?
People talk about, this guy's not getting paid, and this guy's not getting paid. Andy Foster has many a time said to people, guys, I was doing this at the beginning of the UFC and boxing. I know that these guys are making money at a crazy rate today opposed to what it was before, because as the sport has grown, the compensation has grown. He's been a supporter, and it's great to hear that he's going to be there. But that seems important to you. Why is that important to you to be a part of that? And why do you the Ali Act?
Look, we think if you look at boxing, again, one of the most popular sports, decades ago. So think about this, DC. How old are you now? You're
DC
46.
46.
DC always been a company man. When Dana White gave him $1 million that was your money anyway, DC. DC, that's the money Dana White owed you. UFC be giving you money that you earned that money, and they give it to you like, oh, you should be thankful. Motherfucker, Dana White ain't throwing a single punch. He ain't taking a single punch in UFC. Let me punch him. That man ain't throwing a single punch in the UFC octagon. And he got more money than all the fighters. DC been sold out. DC comfortable, man. He a house slave. He comfortable, man. He comfortable. He ain't gonna rock the boat. He ain't gonna talk about Dana White or nobody. He comfortable. DC got a family to support. Yeah, everybody got a family to support. They'll do some atrocities. I got a family to support. They'll do some atrocities. They'll do some atrocities. I got a family. Now I know I killed about 1 million people, but I got a family to support. Okay, keep using that excuse. That man sold out the day he put on that analyst. You know, he sold out. He sold out a long time ago, bro. He sold out a long time ago. DC.
Young man.
I mean, people sell out. Look at the people at Moneyberg. Look at the people at UFC. There is a correlation because most of those UFC fighters in Moneyberg's basement. They need to pay people, bro. When they don't pay people, that's when you got these freaking people selling out. They can't afford to speak out and say what they want to say.
So I'm 5 years older than you. Doesn't make me any wiser, just makes me 5 years older than you. So 1971, Ali Frazier fight each other, fight of the century, Madison Square Garden. Such a big fight that Frank Sinatra's credentialed as a photographer for what was then Life magazine. Jerry Perenchio, who later founded Univision, is the promoter of the fight, along with Jack Kent Cooke, who subsequently bought the team now known as the Commanders, the Washington Commanders.
Yep.
Redskins. Ali and Frazier each made $2.5 million for that fight. Your average NFL player in 1971 was making $30,000 a year.
Yeah, they made big money.
Big money.
70s?
And
yeah,
it was 1971.
Yeah.
He part of some rackets.
Because of the competition between the ABA and NBA, ABA average player was making about $70,000 a year. So again, $2.5 million versus $70,000 or $30,000. So if you were a big athletic kid, you went into boxing.
Yep.
What happened if you fast forward, remove the Steelers from the 70s? I really focused on Joe Montana and the 80s and the 49ers. The NFL became the NFL and it took off.
Yep.
Burt Magic come in 79. Jordan comes in 84. The NBA takes off, but the individual sports stay the same.
Yep.
So if I said to you in 1988, who's the fastest man on the planet? You would say Ben Johnson or Carl Lewis.
Carl Lewis, yep.
Correct. Let's see in the Olympics. If I said to you, who's the best gymnast in the world? Yes, we have Simone Biles now.
The only one you'd recognize.
The only one.
Yep.
The only one compared to what it was in the individual sports. So much so that in the early 80s, if I said, hey, in the United States, who are the most popular athletes? Okay, Montana, Bird, Magic. We got that. McEnroe, Jimmy Connors.
Yep, Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson, Boom Boom Mancini, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Yep.
You know, the golfer Jack Nicklaus. Sports stars. But the leagues became the leagues, and the individual sports outside of UFC and outside of WWE, sports entertainment, they all stayed the same.
Yep.
And that's why one of the reasons why you start to see boxing fade out. To us, again, the storytelling with the right athletes, there's a way for an opportunity with young fighters. We want to get back into the localized gyms and subsidize some of those gyms so it's easy for people to find boxing. It doesn't need to be difficult, especially in the United States and certain key international territories. And let's see if we can do it.
Nick, I tell you, man, when I was growing up in
I don't trust. Yeah, he looked like he in the mob. Yeah. That's why they had the first Muhammad Ali Act. There's some good stuff in there. Isn't that called pork barreling or something? There's some good stuff in there, but there's also some bad stuff in that Enhancement Act. So and you know, they got Muhammad Ali's wife. She ain't never thrown a punch. Mob dude ain't never thrown a punch or taken a punch. The judges ain't taking a none of them people took a punch. DC took a punch. Look at DC's face right there. He looked like he lying. Yeah, well, you know, that's what you gotta do in that organization.
Louisiana, there was a boxing gym everywhere. There was a boxing gym everywhere. If there was one thing you could do, you could box, and it cost nothing. And there was always a guy in there that was willing to train kids that didn't have money because they knew that it could provide an option for you to try to make a living for yourself. Nick, I'm gonna let you get out on this one. Man, you won $16,000 on Wheel of Fortune.
I did.
Right?
Wheel of Fortune. It was a long time ago,
on,
and I needed that $16,000. So, and by the way, you may remember this from your own life. When your bank account goes from 0 to 16, you think like, I never have to work again.
It's over.
I'm rich. It's over. The drinks are on me. Dinner's on me.
And the
but
next
I
thing,
got that money, and I got lucky to win it.
And then next thing you know, a month later, you're like, oh my God, that $16,000 was not actually that much. I'm still in trouble. Nick,
no question.
You are
Thank
the
you.
best. You are the best, my man. I appreciate you coming.
They give you enough money so you know, I can take care of myself for a little bit. but they never give you too much money to where you self-sufficient. Dana White ain't ever going to pay DC enough money to where he can actually do some real business. He ain't going to pay John Jones enough money to where he can actually control stuff. He ain't going to pay none of these people. Conor made it. So look at what happened when Conor made too much money. You can't control Conor McGregor. They don't ever want to pay people like Conor no more, or put them in a position like Conor. You can't control those people. Instead, you have DC. You pay him just enough to be happy and enough to be, a good company man. DC ain't ever going to say nothing against UFC. I love UFC. UFC is the best company. Yeah, he's lying out of his teeth. You guys know I don't like UFC. They got rid of MMA Guru. MMA Guru doesn't train. Who cares? That motherfucker didn't train. Keyboard warrior. He a keyboard warrior. Who cares? I don't care if he got fired. He should never got popular in the first place. Why did MMA Guru get popular in the first place? I mean, you guys made it popular. He don't know. What does he know? He ain't taking up. Let me punch him. Nah, I ain't gonna let LL Snap punch me. Why would you fight if you're making that kind of money? Who you talking about? I will come back and fight for 22 million. Yeah, of course. Well, I mean, sports kind of, look at baseball. Some sports are popular and then it kind of fades away. That's just how it is. Boxing's been on the decline. Well, boxing had a good run. Conor McGregor. Oh, why would Conor? Oh, he don't have no real. I mean, unless he loves. I think he does like to fight, but I mean, you don't have to fight. Yeah, you don't have to fight. I mean, that's what Dana White. Dana White don't want you to not have to fight no more. He needs you to have to fight. He needs you to still need that 50K bonus. They should be tired of that 50K bonus. Fuck that 50K bonus. Give them some real fucking money. What you go 50K? Okay, amazing. You're gonna spend that in 1 year, or you're gonna get scammed out of that. You're gonna get scammed out of that 50K. You're gonna get scammed out of that. Most of these guys ain't investing in that. I mean, they a lot of these fighters. Come on, man. LL Snap has a chemical engineering degree. Most of these fighters can't put two sentences together. They can't rub two brain cells together. Most of these fighters. They over there killing themselves for $50,000. You can't even buy a car for $50,000. You can't buy no new Toyota for $50,000 just about. Maybe a Corolla. How much a new Toyota cost? What's that? Okay, you can get. Never mind. You can't get it. You can't get a new Toyota Corolla. $20,000. 35 plus tax after the 50K. Yeah. Okay, you can't now. You still got insurance. Okay, you spent 20K, insurance, add-ons. Okay, you spent that money. That money gone. We get a Toyota Corolla, you gone. Tesla robot. That Tesla robot kill you in your sleep, bro. He says, man, I had to go to therapy from fighting. I used to wake up with night terrors, waking up with cold. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Is that $50,000 worth it? I wonder. Hell, $22 million. How much? He said Muhammad Ali made. When was? It was George Foreman or Joe Frazier the first one? Not interested. He made 2.5 million. Okay, what's 2.5? What year is that? 1971. That's damn near. How much was that? Oh, god damn. Wait, did I put that? Wait, is that right? Wait a second. Wait a second. Oh, wait. Nah, wrong. I put the wrong amount. I put the wrong amount in there. Come on, computer. That's 2,500. 25,000. Is that 2.5? Let me see. Yeah, 2.5. Let's see. That's about $20 million back in today's money. From Rumble in the Jungle, Ian, I earned everything I got. Nobody ever handed me anything. Yeah, that's true. You earned it. Okay. Honestly, man, you let UFC, WWE people in charge of your business, in charge of your wallet as a professional fighter. You cook. If anybody's listening, don't go into fighting. Go stream or something. Rampage made more money streaming.
Rampage Jackson is an MMA legend, and he recently said that he's made more money in the last 8 months streaming than he did 25 years in MMA. Listen to this.
Just tipped $5. You think you made more money doing MMA or so far with streaming because you have a new sponsor every other day means you're doing something good.
I've made more money MMA, but I've only been streaming for 8 months. I've made more from streaming in 8 months than I did in fighting in fucking 25 years.
That's insane. It's crazy to think about how poorly paid these UFC fighters are, right? UFC fighters are paid so bad that Ethan Ewing just won his UFC debut, and then on like Monday he went back to work at his construction job. Like, you could be a professional fighter that debuts in the UFC and you still have to work a full-time job somewhere else. It's kind of embarrassing for UFC, right? Dana,
I bet a lot of these
This
guys,
is a carnival scam bar hang.
I bet a lot of these guys have to work just for health insurance. Like, how do you have health insurance for your family? Does UFC cover health insurance? Can we? Let's read. Probably not. It says no. The UFC does not provide health insurance for fighter families. So you gotta, unless your wife has good health insurance, or you gotta have a second job to have the health insurance for your family. A little snap came out. Yeah. Yeah, I hate to. Well, a lot of people. I mean, you got it out the mud, basically. And you know, a lot of people come from circumstances. We don't know everybody's story. Anyone could be great. Anyone can do anything. That's one thing I learned in life. You just have to be willing to sacrifice in order. You do need to work hard, but you do need certain circumstances, and you know, you had a lot of God-given talent. You know, if you didn't have the talent you had, and the brain you had, and the body you had, maybe your story would be different. So, look at Alec. I might mess with him. Yeah, you do mess with me. Don't mess with me today. Yeah, I respect him. Thanks. I be grinding. Will this ever pay off? Who knows? But you know, you got to put some work in, and some of it is luck. You know, at a certain point, there's some luck involved. There's people that help you out. There's people that move out the way for you. There's people that get in the way for you. There's a lot going on. So you know, I always say you can't do this by yourself. You can't do nothing in life by yourself. You didn't wipe your ass when you were a baby by yourself. No, somebody took care of you. Somebody fed you. Somebody fed you and clothed you and protected you. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you need other people, man. Yeah, you might piss off Dana White and go viral. Or you might piss off the wrong person and they put a hit out on you. You never know. You just got to take a risk. That's why I try to tell LO Snap to live stream. I tell Mush to live stream. You never know what'll happen. Look at Keith Lee. He got let go from Bellator. Now he make more money than Bellator. Man, he could buy Bellator. I mean, he wasn't no good fighter. Thank God. Thank God. Somebody up there was like, hey, listen, brother, you ain't a good fighter, but you entertaining. Let's make you popular. His estimated net worth as of 2024, early 2025 is $4 million. He was never going to make $4 million in fighting. Somebody should have told him. I should have told him. Listen, bro, you can't defend your back? Okay, you got choked out like that? Okay, you don't need to be fighting. And let's be honest, most of those fighters don't need to be out there. Most of them fighters don't need to be out there. just get out the way. And you know what? UFC needs those fighters. If UFC has to do a certain amount of cards. Yeah, they need those fighters. If they can't hold those fights, you know what happened? Paramount gonna be upset. Yeah, Paramount pay for shows. They want shows. UFC act like you doing them a favor. No, you are the product. I want to see Dana White get his ass out there. Yeah, get your ass out there, Dana White. Make some money the real way. He says, I understand, man, but for me, I have to be passionate about it if I'm going to do it. Literally, the only thing I'm passionate about right now is farming. Okay. Put your overalls on. That seems to be what happens to athletes. They put the overalls on and go build or farm or something. Go farm, bro. You can record that. You can live stream that. I want to see the GOAT try to tackle you. Yeah, can we all get a punch in? Dana White ain't taking a single punch in the UFC octagon, and he got more money than everybody. I mean, you guys allowed that to happen. Yeah, you guys. Well, I don't watch UFC anymore. Where the hell were we? Oh shoot, we got a little bit of time. Let's get the. Let's watch a couple videos. You got Lackland versus Marcelo. We already got it. We got it. we already got the fight right here. Somehow, I got the fight already. It's a couple years ago. Marcelo ain't been there since 2020. Will you come down if you come during watermelon season? You can come over and pick some watermelon. He got me out there looking like a slave out there picking a watermelon. Thanks, LO Snap. I'm a single little tune while I'm picking the watermelon. All right, now I do like cows. He gonna have me milking the cow and picking watermelons. LO Snap, you got us falling into all the stereotypes over here. Okay, I believe this is what's gonna happen during the other match. Okay, I know, not intentionally. I know. I got to bring it up before somebody else bring it up. Lackland said he know exactly what Marcelo gonna do. Well, I'm not as excited about this match since we already know. Marcelo not even trying. Marcelo not even trying, man. Lackland, what you think you're going to do? You need him in the head right there. Did you see that? Let me rewind that. You see him need him in the head? Right there. That's when you activate Marcelo. Well, you guys saw Rico Rodriguez. He slammed my man Marcelo. That was it. Marcelo did a heel hook before Gordon Ryan was even born. I think Gordon was born before then. Lackland, are you sure you're going to be okay with this match, Lackland? I don't know. Say a prayer for Lackland, everybody. Lackland, I'm sorry. What you going to do? This Marcelo chilling, Lackland. This ain't real Marcelo. Uh-oh. No, Marcelo, no. Uh-oh, Marcelo. Marcelo don't get caught that crab ride, Marcelo. Uh-oh, Marcelo, watch out for that crab ride. Well, it's going to be Nogi. We need to bring back curly hair Marcelo Garcia, man. That's not me. That's this. Oh, you already got it? Wait a second. What happened there? Oh, yeah, he didn't get it. Okay. This is a pretty chill roll. Yeah, pretty chill. I guess Lackland's going to be prepared for a left side guard pass. Half guard force. Okay, a little crab ride here. Oh, Marcelo. No, Marcelo. No. Marcelo. No, Marcelo. Okay. Lackland might be working his bolo game because he got a good bolo guy up there. Okay. Marcelo pretty chill today, but the thing is, Marcelo a different beast than Nogi, though. Oh, no, Marcelo. No. Uh-oh, Marcelo. Okay. Maybe Josiah was right. Ole, ole, ole. Maybe. You sent me something? What you sent me? I'm afraid to open up LL Snaps messages now. I don't know what I'm going to see. Butterfly. No. I didn't send you nothing bad. Okay. I don't know, man. Is that Bernardo over there? Huge yawn? That's not Bernardo. Actually, it is Bernardo. No, it's not Bernardo. It just looked like Bernardo. I think, right? Marcelo, why you letting Lackland work so much? That's why Lackland think he got a chance. What you send me, bro? LL Snap a farmer, bro. You got a pumpkin too? My man. Where this at? This in Texas? You got the old man. My man, you where's that? That's not Cuba. Where is that? That's your property in Texas? Okay. Hello, Snap, you a farmer. I guess that's pretty what's the word? Like pretty chill work. Could have had Josiah out on that farm. He a New York person, bro. He ain't. The only thing he know how to do outside is walk in a circle, bro. He would have been lost. He would have been dancing in the field. The pest control, okay. He would have been dancing in the field. The gray house in the background. Oh. That's where Josiah would have been. Marcelo was letting Lackland work too much. There is no world in which even if Lackland catches him in a leg submission, he cranks it on the go. And maybe it's going to be an exhibition like Rocky 3, not Rocky 4. We'll see. Well, isn't that what Mikey was supposed to do with Imanari and Aoki? Listen, Mikey autism kicked in. He gonna tear your leg off. Now Lackland got more sense. We'll see. Lackland said he retired. Now you ain't ever heard Marcelo say he retired. He just said he was chilling. Ole, ole, ole. Might have to do something like that for Danny Chopper. He said he busy on the couch, bro. He going to the couch. He ain't gonna have time to be out on the farm. Yeah, you would have had Josiah out there, ole, ole, oleing in the field, stepping on all the watermelon. But would have been ruining the watermelon. He would have been dancing all night. Get out of here, Josiah. I give all those watermelon away to the mission centers of Houston. Oh, awesome. Loop choke. Come on, Marcelo. Come on, Marcelo. Is that Grippo in the background? Oh, shoot. No, that's not Grippo. Somebody else. Oh, shoot. Lackland was sweeping. He had some near back take, crab ride, sweeps. Most people can't do nothing to Marcelo. Maybe Lackland might do better than we think. I didn't know they trained together previously, so we'll see. This is a couple years ago. I mean, Marcelo has not been in New York for a couple years, actually. Since 2020, I believe. So we'll see if Marcelo's been training. We'll see. Of course, it's going to be a no-gi. You can come on the gator farm out back. I'll let you pet the gator. Nah, I ain't petting no gator, bro. Nah, I ain't petting no gator. I'll eat some gator, but I ain't going to pet no gator. What I look like about to get bit by an alligator? What happened to Alec? He lost his arm to alligator. This looked like when my coach stops at a certain point to see if I have ideas in various positions. Yeah, Marcelo pretty chill right now. Now, I want to see Marcelo turn it on. Lackland got a couple sweeps, and, you think he's going to do something. He ain't stepping out of Marcelo's X guard. Come on, bro. He never beat me. He's my pet. Okay. He's still an alligator. He's your pet, but everybody else is a snack. Oh, shoot. He hit you with the old school. No, Lackland, what the hell are you doing? He fucked up right there. Don't let Marcelo stack you. He's going to slide right through. So I think Lackland, I mean, if I was game planning for Lackland, left side, work your left side guard. Your bolos seem to be working a little bit. So get the bolo working. Legs, I don't know if you want to go for legs, honestly. I would go for the back on Marcelo. Marcelo, you need to respect the legs and, just take it to him, honestly. I never seen anybody but white people touch alligator. Yeah, there you go. See? And LL Snap got it as a secondary food source. Says, feels like the last time I was just genuinely excited to see a fight was Lennox Lewis versus Tyson. This really is two of the most transformational figures in the past decades of the sport squaring up. Lackland did way better than I thought he would, so I'm saying this is someone who has trained at MG since 2013. He's absolutely taking it easy here and experimenting, using his A game, then moving into more I don't give a fuck sequences. I've seen this many times in the gym and had it done to me personally many times. That said, I think Lackland has closed the gap, and if he can entangle the legs, well, you're not a real Marcelo student. You think he's going to entangle the legs? I don't think Marcelo can keep up with the sequences. He also straight up won't be interested in tearing his knee and will likely tap if he feels a checkmate. I don't listen to nobody's take on jiu-jitsu no more. I ain't listening to nobody's take. I don't care if they got a black belt on here, on Reddit. I don't care. I'm not listening to nobody's take no more. They usually wrong. We got Gabrielli. Let's see what Gabrielli up to.
All right, we're here at Paragon in South Austin. Gabby Pisania got into town yesterday. She's here for Who's Number 131. She's going to be taking on Paige Yvette Clymer. Going to be a sick match, but Gabby came in. She's doing a gi seminar here at Paragon. Obviously, Gabby's arguably the greatest female of all time at this point. 10-time world champion. Gi, no gi, doesn't really matter. So we decided to come down here and get in on this gi seminar. Gabby's over there chilling on her phone, just relaxing, about to break everybody's ankles. So excited to see what she shows today.
So I like to do
hogs,
this
damn.
moving because I study my opponent too much.
Hello, Snap. You living like the old folks used to live back in the day. That's what my great grandparents used to do. Shoot them hogs and till the field. Yeah, you trying to take me back to the farm. We escaped the farm over here. That's how my people used to live a couple decades ago. He gonna have me in some overalls. I'm gonna look like Travis Stevens out there, defeated. It's fun. Okay, yeah. That's why they brought. That's why they brought us over from Africa, just to do that stuff. Take you back to your roots. Yeah. We escaped that. You trying to bring me back?
And I know that she then studied me too. So I like to pulling the guard's turn because sometimes when you pulling with the foot on the hip, she can try to pass your guard or put his knee on the middle to block you to close the guard. And if you watch my fight on Pro Grappling, I always like to fight close the guard. So I'm feeling better doing this game. So for this, I like to do a lot of close guard and lapel. I use lapel too much to get the armbar, triangular, or sweep. It's very important you try to put your knee, because sometimes you try to do this, it doesn't work. Got it? Back and forth, okay? 1, 2, 3.
You like doing seminars?
Yeah, I always like it because when I'm teaching, I'm learning, and like I said, I'm trying to get better with my English, and I know it's so good to improve my English too.
Nice, your English is muito bom. Really
Thank you so much. I'm trying, I'm studying. Thanks so much, everyone who cheers for me. This is going amazing, but I know that I need to improve more.
Yeah. So far, what do you think about Texas?
Yes, it's cold here, guys, so cold, but it's a good place. I'm like good people, good food, and good jiu-jitsu.
Yes, like a dog.
Obviously, anything Gabby's gonna show is gonna be super elite. I mean, it's like
can't play the music.
Second language is really hard, and she
who's number one. I'll try to more. So guys, I'm retired of jiu-jitsu. Now I'm trying to play basketball. Thanks for coming. My opponent, yeah! Just kidding, guys. So thanks so much for everything, for having fun. I hope you enjoy. See you guys on Friday. I hope you choose for me. Yeah. I will give my best, and thanks so much. And I hope to be back here to train with you guys, to learn with you. Thanks so much for everything.
Thanks, guys.
Oh, your bull. Oh, I thought it was your friend. I was like, your friend acts like a dog. Okay, well, yeah. Who am I to judge? Is this in Japan? This is in Austin, Texas. She's supposed to be moving to Japan, but I mean, who's she gonna be teaching to? The Japanese? She don't speak Japanese. She don't speak English. Yes, Texas, but she's supposed to be moving to Japan.
Oh, that's just a big one. Good to see you, brother.
Me and Mush been there before.
Half butterfly.
Scoop her up. She can get you black
Half
belt.
butterfly.
She seemed nice, but you know. She's too young. You? Yes, you too, Josh. You look sweet, though.
Yeah, today's Tuesday, a couple days before the matches. I think now it's more about like just the guys feel that they're like active, because you know the nerves are getting to you. Both of them are very experienced, but you know still there's big matches for them. So make sure that they don't get hurt in training. I think a main thing that I see through different camps is people approach it differently. Some people like to train really hard all the way to the match.
What you talking about?
But I think they have the confidence to know that the work is done. And all they're doing is just moving around, getting the body active, trimming a little bit of the situations that we might get into the match. They have different matchups. Felipe is facing a guy that is more submission oriented, can play more of a bottom. Shanji is facing somebody that competes a lot in IBJJF, is more like a point guy. I don't see submitting a lot of people. So trying to mix up where both of them are getting work in. And yeah, they're super close. They look super ready, you know. They've been training super well. And yeah, that's kind of like what we're doing today.
Side smash, the guy reacts, high knee cut, turn to the side, top spin to the back. The person on the turtle rolls and you Garcia roll. And end on the back, stand back up, go do it again. 1 minute again. Don't compromise precision with the speed. If you think you're a little sloppy, slow down a pace.
And I'm already failing on my job of keeping the time on. Hope I won't get fired.
I don't really do drills naturally, but a day like today, week of the fight, is about to connect the dots, you know, try to every step of the process connect. It's not also speed. Okay, we get the speed like hard in, easy out. It's to make sure my body remembers the pattern. You know, for me, that's what drill does to you. You know, maybe it's not something that like you're gonna learn the technique, understand the technique, but I think it just helps you to like chain, you know, the process of the system to get into a position with enough resistance that your body just, oh, that's how my body moves, right? Because when you do more positional sparring or problem solving, now you're like stuck sometimes, you know, just kind of like, oh, that's how the body works. And for me, that's how I like to use drill.
One thing that we don't want to happen is to get tired, you know, as Sensei Saulo says, if you think you're late, if you're late, you muscle. If you muscle, you're tired. If you're tired, you die, you know? So we don't want to get tired, we don't want to die. So this week we've been working a lot in the cardio, and it has been great, you know? Today we did like an hour of just like, I'm in a ring, I'm not out, I'm in a ring, I'm not out.
Felipe Costa.
And yeah, it has been feeling good, body's feeling good, mind's feeling good. Can't wait to go there and show a good performance. I was in the last Who's Number One. I had some tough matches. I was really happy with the way that I fought, you know. So I can't wait to keep the work going and keep showing these good performances out there, you know. This time we are in Austin, Texas. It's my home. It is where I live, you know. So I'm really happy that the Six Blades crew is gonna be there. I'm also really happy that it's the first time that I'm fighting with Sensei Shanji. So yeah, all of that is been a blessing, and I can't wait to fight at the biggest Who's Number One of the year.
Let me zoom a little bit.
Make sure you use the code Shanji, XANDE, with capital letters to get
my base again, find the inside armpits, and then I start building up. Now what I don't want to do is I don't want to do that. A lot of people are trying to break the guard this way. I'm off balance. I'm going to get swept. Don't drop your heel to your butt. Keep your heel away from your butt. Push his hips down to the ground to break the guard. If you're having a hard time because it's a little sweaty and slippery, just frame, push the knee down. But we're not dropping our heel to our butt to break the guard. Let's get it, guys. Group of three. One,
That's
two.
the youngest tacket. That's the youngest tacket right there. Brazilian Fight Factory. Does anybody train over there anymore? The tacket. Andrew moved to Vegas. I guess William stayed. I don't want to watch these guys drill. I'm sorry.
He's been training since he was 7 years old, you know. His dad is a black belt, so he's very involved with jiu-jitsu. And he's very excited to watch, you know. He has a very good guard. The last Pan Ams, he did 4 fights, 4 submissions. All the 4 fights was below 4 minutes, I believe. It was 3 minutes 40 or 3 minutes 30. So definitely he gonna bring a good show for you guys.
He's really good. Like, you know, I trained in a lot of gyms. Perfect. I think.
You know, maybe like 2 or 3 years together. When yeah, I mean, I've been training with Grayson for a long time. I think him and I initially had a match together when we were like 14, and that was the first time we kind of met. And then I think maybe like 2 or 3 years later, we kind of started cross training together, and we've been doing a lot of training since. And I say probably like the last year, he's really picked it up and like full-on professional athlete lifestyle, and he's made some significant progress. He's always been dangerous, like always, you know, he already had won like the Pan Ams and Ogi and stuff prior, but now he's like going out and finishing everybody in like, you know, a half minute, 2 minutes, you know, so he's the man. He's really dangerous. He's got a really awkward style, and I'm excited for him to go out there and put on a show. Really submission-heavy style, so I think the fans will love it.
Yeah, what are your expectations for him this Friday at Who's Number One?
I like the matchup a lot. The guy is like MMA influence, kind of top pressure, so it should work well for Grayson's style. I think Grayson should get a minute submission, probably. Submission about a minute 2.
Awesome, and
Yes,
I know you're always watching and everything like that. Any other match on the card here of interest to you at Who's Number One?
I mean, I like a lot of the matches. The matches look pretty dope, but I'm really excited to see Shanji compete. I was on Team Hibero back in the day. At one point, was trying to get a match with Shanji. Like, he's always been like a big idol of mine. So excited to see him still competing. He's competing against Faris. I don't know how to say his last name.
Faris.
But
Benlenkadon.
Yeah. I've competed against Faris before. Known about him for a while. So watching them compete is going to be pretty sick. I think it'd be a cool style matchup. Clash of the Titans. We'll see how it goes.
Awesome.
Whose gym is this? You know, they let me and Mush in there. They let me and Mush act a fool over there.
Everybody, welcome to the Embedded series for this week's Who's Number 131. We're going to take you guys a little behind the scenes. We're here at Flow Sports HQ. Today is Monday, December 1st. The event's going down December 5th.
That's Trey. He was on the live stream the other day. I think you guys may have seen him.
Come with me.
Yeah, they let me and Mush run around that place.
Grappling show. This is below behind the scenes. This is the producer room where they actually run the show. So if you ever hear us talking to our producer, they're back here in this room. They're hitting all these buttons.
Nice, Jim. Travis.
I don't know
Travis
what
sharpening
these
his
buttons do,
tools. Yeah.
but drop a comment if you guys want me to freaking start just sliding stuff around and see if they can overcome it and see what I messed up. 3 titles. Heavyweight.
We're just gonna zoom through this.
Everybody, welcome back to the watching. That'll be like an hour. 1:30. We got Who's Number 131 going down. How much smoke to me? Why? On the important stuff, but that's 2-2 now. Right? 4-4.
Honestly,
Dude, you came to ask me.
Honestly, I don't care about the Luke Griffith match. I'm sorry, man. We done seen it. How many times have we seen this match? We done seen it about 3 or 4 times.
Awesome to start the card. It's gonna be.
We're just zooming through, bro.
Rear triangle.
We saw Gabrielli. Why did I have 2 of those? We got John Thomas video. 4 times out of what? I don't know. You saw it at CGI. You saw it at ADCC. Okay, 3 times. Who cares? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 6, 7. We seen it too many times. Throw something new at us. All right, let's see. We got John Thomas. You guys know John, my boy. He said new guard from Serpa. What's up, Serpa? You guys, I don't know if you guys know Serpa. Why did he cut his head off? Did I move it down? Let me see something. Maybe it's me. Okay, it just cut it. Sorry, Serpa. They cut your head off over there. Luke Griffith is what's considered good at jiu-jitsu. I'm ready to switch to judo. Yeah, he's good. He's good. Yeah, we got to switch over to judo regardless, though.
My friend and one of the top featherweight black belt competitors in the world, Sebastian Serpa, has recently been winning multiple open weight black belt divisions using an insane new guard he's developed. One of the best things about this guard is it's incredibly effective versus very strong opponents who are being very defensive and passive. This is a common problem both high-level competitors and people training in the gym deal with, because a lot of our attacks are based off of an opponent who's actually trying to attack us. But when you're dealing with an opponent who's really strong and staying low to the floor, it can be really difficult to attack. There's a few different approaches modern competitors use to attack this situation. One of my personal favorites is using the collar sleeve system. The collar sleeve system is very effective for attacking omoplatas and triangles, but it also combines really well with setting up loop chokes when your opponent gets very defensive because they open the attack on the neck. Nicholas Marigali has used this quite a lot in competition as well. But sometimes when your opponent knows this system, they can be really tight with their neck and their elbows, and it's just hard to find the attack. Another popular way to attack the position that Sebastian Serpa has used a lot as well as me is just using the classic spider guard. And this is great for setting up wheel sweeps as well as omoplatas and triangles. You can even use variations of this to threaten the upper body, forcing your opponent to step a leg up so you can start attacking the lower body, which makes it a little bit easier to sweep. But again, you often run into the problem if your opponent is hyper defensive, they can stay low and back and make it difficult to attack. Another great method is the classic butterfly guard. Adam Wardzinski has used this incredibly effectively in recent competition, and it works very well when your opponent's on both knees. However, the problem is if you're fighting someone a lot bigger and stronger than you, while the position can still work, it does become a bit risky because of things like body lock passing, and one small mistake when someone's that big and they're close to you can have catastrophic consequences. And the last and most recent and popular way of dealing with this, both gi and no gi, has been the K guard. The idea here is if we can get a good underhook on our opponent's far leg, we can often pull the leg up onto our chest. This unlocks attacks into ankle locks. You can use it to transition into back take, waiter threats, and you could just use it to use ankle sweeps and threaten your opponent with a sweep. In general, if we get access to our opponent's legs, even if they're very athletic, it's a very easy way to attack sweeps because we can hog tie their legs and make it very difficult to move no matter how athletic they are. Another more gi specific variant of this is what's called the cross guard. And it's basically like a K guard position where we have a cross sleeve grip, and we can use this to transition into omoplatas, triangle chokes, and flash arm bars. You can even use your crossfoot to push the armpit to force your opponent up to get access to the legs. Even though this method is incredibly effective, people more recently have developed good defenses for it because they know it's coming, hiding the far leg, putting a leg up in the...
No, they're not. They're doing outside passing now. Leg trap passing, yeah. They're not doing body lock no more like that.
And blocking
maybe in Texas,
you got
doing some different stuff in Texas.
This is where Sebastian has come up with this really clever new attacking system we just call the Serpa spin. And it's a really unorthodox hybrid between a Kiss of the Dragon inversion that you would do from reverse De La Hiva, but without trapping your leg. And you can invert through in a way that's really unexpected and forces your opponent to give access to their legs, which unlocks all the attacks that we discussed before. In addition, you can unwind out of it and hit unexpected submissions. So now we're gonna go through a really easy to follow system that you can use to go straight from collar sleeve starting in closed guard all the way through K guard, cross guard, and transition into this incredibly powerful new attack system that will work really good versus people of all weights. In addition, I've also included a short interview with Sebastian where he talks about his mindset and approach to fighting opponents who are a lot bigger and stronger than him, which he's had a lot of success with fighting recently. And finally, a short highlight reel of Sebastian using all of these attacks in action, so be sure to check that out as well. And if you guys are enjoying this content, the best way to help support the channel is to like and leave a comment letting me know what you guys think of the
says,
format
all
of the
the fancy
video,
stuff
as well
and
as
learn grip
requests for
fighting.
future
Go
video
lift weights
topics
6
or
days
any
a week.
questions you guys have about the technique
Maybe.
or ideas shared.
Where did he say
So
that?
we're going to start off by understanding the K-guard and cross-guard setup because it's going to heavily correlate when we go into the Serpa spin. So an easy, relatable setup is from collar sleeve. So we can be in close guard.
I'm assuming you guys know how to play collar sleeve. LO Snap, do you know how to play collar sleeve? Sorry, John, we're gonna skip you and go to Serpa.
This a lot in competition with really strong guys is when I'm going for K-guard, they start to lean in the other leg and start putting weight on my K-guard leg here. So it's pretty difficult to start lifting this leg off the mat. So what we're gonna do here is what I call the circle spin, is instead of like staying here on this leg, we're actually gonna switch to the near leg now. So my right arm is gonna capture the calf here. Okay, now this is also very important. So what makes the Serpa spin really strong is we're trying to get our knee over his knee here. Okay, and we're gonna do this by basically coming to our shoulder here and getting this knee on the outside.
You know what that
here.
looks like?
Now it's very important that when
that looks like what's the word? Ringworm. Reverse. It looks like reverse delta worm. That's the same kind of arm positioning. But, you know, it's got a cross sleeve grip.
this spin, we don't want to lose our X hook here, right? Like the body X. Okay, so we keep this here, and I like to put my foot right under his armpit, so it's really hard for him to like bring his chest forward and clear my legs. This is also gonna give us extra support. Now from here, it's very important that we're gonna guide his weight all the way forward here and see how we're able to launch him. And now we enter right into the legs here.
Okay, it's not bad.
Some people call this 70-30, leg drag guard. So if you feel like you can't get your knee over their knee here, usually you do this by inverting on your shoulder, you can actually start grabbing the heel here and start rotating, pushing them back here. Now, you can either get the sweep here if they commit to bottom, which might happen, you can start coming up here. But sometimes what you're gonna have is, which is natural, is they're gonna try to fight the sweep. And with that momentum, you can start using that to get to the Serpa spin and just keep going to the other side here. So now we're gonna take a look at how to transition better once we start to
I'll leave that for you guys to watch. Shout out to John Thomas. You know, we love John over here. Ryan Hall was playing this back in 2005. Okay. He says, hey, I used to train with Ryan. He was largely doing inverted triangles and 50-50 setups. This is less of an inverted guard. Okay, you got to defend yourself. That's the downside of posting instructional content. You got people in the comments. Well, I got people over here saying they could beat me up. But people in the comments say, well, so-and-so did this in 2000, year 2000. Dr. Ferguson said that on Shintaro. Well, you know, that works for judo. That don't help you in jiu-jitsu. You can't pass no Gumby guy when all you do is lift weights and work on grip fighting. You're going to lose. You're going to lose by an advantage. Some good stuff, man. You can't beat you can't win in jiu-jitsu with just grips. Go to lightweight. You think you can do that in lightweight or featherweight, rooster weight? Okay, maybe the big boys you can play that kind of style. But that ain't, you're going to lose. Don't let it go. Yeah, well, I didn't mention nobody's name. I didn't mention no one's name. I referenced it to make a point about this. People always complaining. People complain when you post techniques. People complain when you roll. People complain when you lift weights. People complain. People complain if you're sitting here with the little red hat on your head. Yeah, they complain. What's up, Edwin? He says, that's what it's like about jiu-jitsu. That's what you like about jiu-jitsu. I mean, you could be strong. I mean, it does help to get stronger. But listen, you're not going to beat Serpa. You know how good Serpa is? You're not going to beat Serpa if you don't know how to fight his guard off. You can't beat Serpa. You can't beat John. This is about the snap. Yeah, you can't beat John. You think you can beat John Thomas? You over here think you're going to do some grip breaks. You can't. He going to put you in something you can't get out of. He's going to put you in some worm guard. You don't know how to get out of that. He's going to put you in, what's the other guard name? Vice guard. Yeah, so he's going to put you in something you don't even know. Listen, judo got to keep evolving too. The same old, the techniques from the year 2000 ain't going to work no more in a black belt level. You try to use the Rahadi Ferguson moves from 2000, 2003, that ain't going to work no more. You going to get cooked. 30 subs, I ain't complaining, Alec. You almost as entertaining as Josiah 4 times per week. Oh, bro. Josiah Josiah entertaining. He not even trying to be entertaining. Ole. He just he just living in his own world. We entertained ourselves from his behavior. Josiah had you guys entertained. He being for real. You guys thought he was joking. That man was not joking. You think Josiah was telling jokes? No. He's sitting in delusion. You guys watching that man be delusional and laughing at him. LL Snap was trying to help him. Yeah, he's in his delusion. For educational purposes only. Yeah, he's over there deluding himself. He thought this man wanted him. That man didn't want you. In what world would Gianni Grippo want Josiah? He don't want you. He didn't want him. He don't want you. He don't like men's. He like women's. Josiah must be getting crazier. He was having conversations, asking himself questions in someone's channel. Oh, with his different handles, his different burner accounts haven't. Why he arguing with himself with different accounts? I do want him to get help. I do make my little jokes, but you guys saw I tried to help Josiah out as much as I could. Until it got to the point where he legally he can get in trouble. Now I don't want to be on Dateline for that. Let me be on Dateline for something positive. You had me on Dateline because Josiah crazy self. And you guys over there pushing and prodding him, telling him to do stuff to himself. The only thing we ever told him to do was, hey yo, stop talking about Grippo. Stop doing this weird shit. He don't want you. That's all. We try to bring him back to reality. LL Snap tried to help him out, take him to the farm, get him some training. That's all we ever tried to do. Some of you people over there picking on him, making fun of him. You think there's anybody in the world beating Hodger and the Gi right now? Probably not. That's Hodger. You picked the best person in the world. That's not fair. That's like me saying, you think anybody can beat Roger Federer from... No, they can't be. You picked the very best. You basically picked Superman. Can anybody beat Superman? No, we're not beating Roger Gracie. Unless he gets older. And he's in a different weight class. Now, Roddy Ferguson's advice might work for, super heavy, super pesado, pesadissimo, the ultra heavy. It ain't gonna help you. It's not gonna help you for the lighter weight classes. It ain't gonna help you. It ain't gonna help you for the. It might help a little bit, but it ain't gonna help you win. You're gonna lose based off strategy. Superman without juice. Who said Hodger wasn't on juice? Have you not seen Hodger Gracie? Let me stop. You got me saying stuff. Superman, could you be Superman? Well, of course. Hodger's still good. Even without help or anything. So yeah, Superman without the sun is still he's still not human. Superman without the sun, he's still now. If you bring the kryptonite around him, yeah, plead the fifth. If you bring the kryptonite, okay, now you can beat him. Didn't he get popped in MMA for juice? I don't believe so. We're just speculating. Don't do that to me. Listen, just look at him. Well, they didn't test back in the day. Where's that picture at? I'm trying to find the picture. I'm trying to find this picture. He had a crazy picture somewhere. I can't find it. I can't find the picture. Where's the picture at? Yeah, I can't find it. We're speculating then. Oh, they didn't have USADA back in the day. USADA is his kryptonite. That's every Brazilian's kryptonite. Where's Roger Gracie's picture at? Is that the one? No, that's not the one. this the one? I'm looking for the picture. There's one picture where you're like, yep. Okay, there you go. Okay, what do you think? I can't move it. What do you think? What do you think, huh? What you think? Hodger got that Eli Manning body. He looked like her on tomato juice. What you think right there? No, that's normal. That's normal to have the vein. Is it no? You know, your vein's supposed to connect from your chest, from one shoulder across your chest to the other shoulder, right? That's normal. That is normal. That is normal. You're supposed to have veins all up your bicep. That is normal. That's normal. That's not. That's normal. You're supposed to have back knee. That's normal. You guys be celebrating all these dudes, and then I got to go out there and fight these people, and I'd be like, bro, what the hell am I fighting? I ain't never fought no one this strong in my whole life. I be fighting your favorite heroes. I'm like, damn it, this guy is too strong. I can't do nothing. And of course, you know, LOL Snap gonna call me weak, but these guys super strong, bro. That didn't you weren't going hard enough. That's why. Juice for MMA. Where do you think he learned how to? No. You think he just juiced for MMA? When did Hodger start fighting MMA? Well, that's possible. That is possible. Now they didn't have USADA back when Hodger was competing. Okay, how far back do I need to go? Well, if you use juice, I don't know. I don't know when you start using juice. When you started using juice. Once a cheater, always a cheater in my book. It says okay for juice and MMA, fine, but what about those early days? I don't know. It's not. Is it on me to prove it? I prove my case. Now you asking for additional information. That's like, okay, he's a murderer, but what about, did he murder back 10 years ago? I don't know if he murdered back. Possibly. There is reasonable doubt in everything. There's reasonable doubt. Is that true? Is there reasonable doubt? Can we doubt past championship wins now? I say yes. You fighting Bebop and Rocksteady from Ninja Turtle. That guy has to be 10% or below body fat on Hodger in that pic. You saying Hodger? Grip strength training, man, and deadlifts. Yeah, awesome. Yeah. Okay, but yeah, this kid over here take a syringe. He already just accomplished everything I tried my whole life to accomplish. Make that make sense. The boys are juice. Yeah, but it don't help me if they strong. Jorge said yeah. Jorge, are you in Brazil, Jorge? Jorge would probably know. The first guy you fought was for sure juice. Oh yeah, he looked like it. Well, whenever somebody's super strong and I'm like, wait a second. Wait a minute, wait a second. 2007 Hodger looking like Curious George. I don't even know what year this was. What year of 2007 Hodger? I mean, you can't tell. Yeah, you can't tell. Well, you know. Yeah, you can't tell. You don't know. I don't know. Those steroid guys, though, man, I fought a lot of them, and they always run out of gas. Well, it don't help you in the gi. When you can't move, they pass your guard. You can't move. They get their gas back. That is true. No gi, I can do a little bit better. As long as I don't let them grab me. I don't know what it is about the steroids they're taking. They're grippy. Some people it does. It depends on how you react to it. Look at Ronnie Coleman. You think a regular person can take some TRT or whatever, whatever, I don't know, testosterone and look like Ronnie Coleman? No. You think a regular person can take what Gordon Ryan took and be, look and compete like Gordon Ryan? No, it depends on how you react to it. 98. Listen, I don't care what you take. You're not going to look like Ronnie Coleman. Yeah, you ain't going to look like Ronnie. I don't care what you people take. You ain't going to look like Ronnie Coleman unless you got Ronnie Coleman genetics. Man, if I got put on that, I will get tested every time I walked around the corner. Yeah. Well, they probably already testing your ass. You were already superhuman. You you didn't need no more power. Yeah, they needed to test you. I would have tested you. That was logical to test you. Look how big Ronnie used to get in the off season. You think that's normal? You think you guys can get, well, LL Snap, he ain't normal though. Look how big he got in the off season. That ain't normal. You can't do that unless you got Ronnie Coleman or unless you blessed by Yogun. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do this. Unless you blessed by Yogun, you can't do that. LL Snap, you already superhuman. You good. All you needed to do was eat some fruit and a little bit of meat. You were good. You didn't need you didn't need that stuff. Now other people they gotta sacrifice their life to do what you did. And you got given that naturally. Yogun has you gotta believe harder. You should have prayed harder to Yogun. That's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. Let me watch this video. We got about 15 minutes or something.
Good morning, everyone on the channel. Look who I'm.
Nah, we look. Give me the. Why did? You know the AI. They do the AI voice now. So if you're a man, they put the man voice. If you're a girl, they put the girl voice. So his voice so high, they thought he's a girl. They put the girl voice on him.
It's the legend Marcelo Garcia. It's a pleasure to be here with you, guys. For those who don't know, Marcelo Garcia is our Pele of Jiu-Jitsu. So, watch it. He'll be fighting just like me.
We're gonna listen to Portuguese.
Então, é um prazer estar aqui. Você abre o elevador, aí você bate com ele.
Imagina, you need to pray a little bit to Yogun. Yogun, give me strength. Yeah, you gotta pray a little bit.
É um prazer, obrigado. Mais tarde vamos estar dando um treininho. Galera, vamos estar dando um treininho mais tarde. Eu sei que vocês querem ver esse treino, então vou estar postando aí, tá? Galera.
You about to kill, you know who you about to kill.
Você sabe que eu vou apanhar, né? Já sabe, né? Tu acha, né? Obrigado, né? Obrigado. Marcelo Garcia. Pega lá um café pra gente, só. Quem é que tá vindo? Deixa eu ligar.
Who's he ordering to get him coffee like that?
Bom dia, Rodrigão. E aí? Bom dia, mestre.
Ready to go. That's a healthy breakfast. That's
mestre, café da manhã.
That's a LL Snap breakfast right there. Who? Who's gonna pull out, Marcelo? Or what you call it? If they give, it would be a miracle to look like.
Na Tailândia acho que é normal.
Faltou até o ar.
O Cássio também aqui, ó, novinho, pãozinho. Tá light.
Ketchup não pode faltar.
Banheiro.
That's a nice hotel gym, bro. Look at that hotel gym.
Tá bonita a vista, Rodrigão.
That's a nice one. You got the
Olha o prédio ali.
You can squat right there. Yeah, that's a good hotel gym. Or leg press, yeah. Sit-ups. We should give Alex. No, I'm good. I'll have a heart attack. I gotta stay away from that stuff. I have a heart attack. He already beating these kids juiced up on rocket fuel and Kyle Trinkle. Nah, it wouldn't be fair if I got on that stuff, man. That would be cheating. I'll be a world champion, multiple-time world champion. Multiple-time world champion. Baby Shark, Mikey had some allegations about you, Mike. Baby Shark. Look at Melky. He don't know what to do. His son over there in America, dealing with that pregnant girl. Oh, that reminds me. We gotta go back to whatchamacallit. He not? Are you sure? Are you sure? Mikey said he is. Why you think why is his voice so high? Huh, LL Snap? Why his voice so high? Explain that. Why his voice so high? Yeah, is that his girl? She look young too. She weighing his food? All right, that's marriage material right there. All right, marry that girl. If I can find a girl to measure my food out, I don't know. He might. I don't know why Josiah. His voice ain't that high though, bro. You know when kids take testosterone too early, it kind of shuts off the vocal cords. It's the opposite of what happens to girls. Did you know that? See, look, I'm teaching a little Snap something. Dorothy Slipper says, you don't want to do steroids, pursuing a lifelong tummy ache. Yeah. While your girl evading the police with a strong jawline. Yeah. I'm good, man. I'm good with whatever God and Yogun bless me with. Now, LL Snap gonna say Yogun didn't bless me, but whatever. I'm gonna use whatever they gave me. I'll look it up for you. I'm gonna look it up for you. What happens when kids take testosterone? Let me watch a little bit more of this first.
Pegar? O quê?
Mussarela. Cheese. More.
Deixa eu pegar ela. Ô Faina, a gente tá aqui na Tailândia, culinária totalmente diferente. Qual a sua estratégia aí pra estar alimentando o Diogo?
Nosso pequeno campeão. Então, algumas coisas a gente trouxe de lá já. E aí, industrializado teria que ser, porque não passa nada in natura na questão da alfândega. Então, a gente trouxe algumas coisas. E aí, algumas coisas que eu já sabia que tinha aqui por conta da outra vez que a gente veio. Então, a gente adapta. Pega um pouco no café da manhã e um pouco a gente traz, aí junta tudo. E assim a gente consegue dar uma controlada na ingestão dele, né?
Whoa, injections?
Sempre, sem nenhum...
Whoa. She just said injections, LL Snap. LL Snap backpedaling. When kids take testosterone, they get all the girls. Dorothy Slippers, come on. She said injections. Jorge, are you here? Jorge, it's Jorge in the... Who speaks Portuguese over here? Jorge, what did she say? Did she say injections? Jorge, where you at, bro? We need a Portuguese translator. The English right there said injections.
Café da manhã e um pouco a gente traz, aí junta tudo. E assim a gente consegue dar uma controlada na ingestão dele, né? Para o peso não alterar.
Sempre, sem nenhuma novidade. Não pode pegar nada...
What did she say, LL Snap? What did she say?
A gente trouxe de lá já. E aí, industrializado teria que ser, porque não passa nada in natura na questão da alfândega. Então a gente trouxe algumas coisas. E aí, algumas coisas que eu já sabia que tinha aqui por conta da outra vez que a gente veio. Então a gente adapta. Pega um pouco no café da manhã e um pouco a gente traz, aí junta tudo. E assim a gente consegue dar uma controlada na ingestão dele, né? Para o peso não alterar.
Sempre, sem nenhuma novidade. Não pode pegar nada novo da...
Não dá pra inventar nem provar nada até a luta. Aí depois a gente tá liberado.
Yo, he don't speak English, she don't speak English, good luck. He don't speak English, she don't speak... Oh, God, that'd be terrible. Nobody speak the same language. She don't say what kind of injections he's getting, but she said, was it indigestion or injections? She's also said they couldn't bring no manufacturer. They couldn't bring nothing. They couldn't bring everything from Brazil. She also said that.
It's a buffet or a la carte?
We have outside.
But also we have lunch buffet.
Lunchy buffet. She said injections?
And then you
okay.
What kind of injections he's getting before the tournament, before the match? I never got an injection before a match. I hate needles. Don't inject me with nothing. I don't want nothing. Get away from me. I don't want no needles near me.
Thank you.
They ain't understand each other at all.
You can inform the staff.
Okay. Thank you.
Why would he take the ball? That helps with water loss or something?
Fé no pessoal fala inglês aqui.
Oh, they already over here. Well, we too ugly.
O pessoal também não fala que tá ouvindo.
Porque aqui eles falam tailandês, né? Se a pessoa vir só com inglês pra cá, a pessoa dá uma sofrida, né?
Eles tentam, mas eles são muito educados, né? Eles tentam ajudar.
Eles sempre tentam ajudar. Mas um Google Tradutor ali ajuda muito, né?
Imagine you go to Thailand. Wait a second. Let me pull out Google Translate. Oh, I don't got no signal. Okay, I can't. It's for shredding and small muscle builds. Okay. They over here doing. They used to give it to horses. I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
11 da noite eu tô dormindo.
That girl's gotta be tiny because Baby Shark tiny. Baby Shark tiny, so she gotta be super tiny.
Mas tá,
7-Eleven, yeah, you know they down bad. You can't get that.
comer depois da viagem.
Do you know that antibiotics they use are also used by fish? Didn't know that. Did not know that. And if you need antibiotics, all you have to do is go to the fish store and grab them. Did not know that. Yo, give me the fish antibiotics. Okay, I don't need a prescription. Okay, just take this. And then you go to the horse farm and you get the horse drugs. All right, just inject this. It's for horses. Okay, can I put it?
Você não pode comer não.
Agora.
Let me stop by the horse farm real fast. The horse store. Let me stop by the horse store.
Cookie aqui, ó. Cookie choice. Não é muito bom não.
Baby Shark, you supposed to be on a diet, motherfucker. Stop eating all that crap.
Quer pistache, será? Esse é bom.
Don't. Well, they don't test over there, to be honest.
Acho que assim é fácil.
This is not a good vlog.
O Brasil tá chegando.
I need a girl to follow me and get my coffee and weigh my food for 1% of the price. Yeah, that's cheap over. Oh shoot, dang, that's what you be going. That's where you be going. Gordon's stomach's so messed up because he took too many antibiotics, which eats away the layer on your stomach, which cause severe burning and indigestive problems and constant diarrhea. How do you know about the constant diarrhea? Again, why did he have to use so much antibiotics? They had skin rashes, skin infections. What affects your skin? What affects your skin? Let's do some research. I'm not a chemical engineer. Steroids can cause various skin effects, including thinning, atrophy, stretch marks, and easy bruising due to decreased collagen and elasticity. I'm assuming when you get the rip look, you have less collagen. Is that true? You know, when you look pilled, I could be wrong. Other effects include acne, increased risk of infections. Who's had a lot of infections, and specific facial issues. Steroid use causes the use of antibiotics. There we go. So you're saying the human body is a delicate ecosystem? If you take something, there's a cause? There's a cause and effect? Is that what you're saying, Elbow Snap? That jawline tells me this kid is not on the good clear. Uh-oh. Once I know the ingredients and everything, I can make most of the stuff myself. Oh, Jesus Christ. My man, Chemical, don't be cooking up nothing too serious over there in Texas. What you doing over there in that farm? Walter Snap. Staff and B team. Some of that's cleanliness. Some of these people don't be showering. Don't you guys know that? They don't be showering. They go straight home. Remember we watched the J-Rod video? He said, man, I should shower, but I'm going to walk my dog and I'm going to go on a date. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. He ain't say nothing about washing his ass. You know what? Let me just do my injection real quick. They didn't wash it. They didn't wash their ass. And then they didn't clean that needle. And then they inject themselves. Steroids suppress the local immune system, making the skin more vulnerable. What is the skin more vulnerable to in jiu-jitsu? Staph, ringworm, and all that crap. There we go. Case closed. Problem solved. What else you guys want me to say? I don't know what else to say. There's a cause and effect to everything. You can't just... Steroids don't make you super... Well, they might make you Superman for a little bit. You know, Gordon Ryan had a good run. He had a great run. But there's a price to pay. Everybody's got to pay the price. You got to pay the price to be the boss. He's paying the price. I like to digest my food. I want to continue digesting my food. PED users need to acknowledge that they are IV drug addicts. Well, you know, it becomes a slippery slope. I know some of these guys, they start, you know, I'm going to just take this. Okay, let me take that. Then I'll take this, that. I mean, anytime you have to use a drug, not medically prescribed, anytime you got to use a drug and you start abusing that drug, well, what do you think is going to happen? Nothing good. It says, now I don't understand how more dates found Nicky Rod to not be juiced. Oh, well, he juiced. The guy on the thing is juiced. He's a YouTuber. Why you believe in YouTuber? Not me. I'm not a YouTuber. Well, actually, I am a YouTuber now. You shouldn't believe both. You don't believe any other YouTubers. Why are you believing any of these YouTubers, bro? They all scammer you, bro. Except for me. I ain't selling you nothing. I ain't selling nothing over here. I am. Wait a second. I am trying to get you guys to donate over there. Over there to Mush though. Donate to Mush so you can make the Olympic team. But we're not scamming you guys. We're not scamming. Well, Roberto, what happened with Roberto LL Snap? Do I need to go over there? We did get scammed though. LL Snap got us scammed. I blame you for that. He got scammed too though. What people don't know is Earth provides natural steroids, kiwis, and blueberries and raspberries are considered natural testosterone boosters. There we go. Yeah. God gave you everything you need. God gave you everything. Now, we as humans mess everything up though. God gave us land. He gave us animals. He gave us air, clean water, fruit. Fruit grows off freaking trees. The fruit is already there. You grab the fruit, you eat it, you're good. God gave you everything. Now, we done messed that up. We done enslaved people, killed people, manipulated people, taken advantage of people, brainwashed people. Yeah, we done everything. He says, I only donate to Olympians. What about future Olympians? Taking their training seriously enough to stay off OnlyFans. There, yeah. Dorothy Slipper's a gooner. I have been eating a bowl of blueberries since the pyramid system and kiwis. Yeah. I do a little bit of kiwi before bed. That helped me go to sleep. Yeah, God gave you everything, bro. God gave you everything. Let me watch a little bit of this. Is it over?
Respeito, porque
Can I after?
Sure. With this one?
Yes.
Of course, yes.
Water. Alec used to try my sparring drills for a week. I see you doing your burpees.
Yeah. Oh,
That was homegirl. Homegirl. She be working out. I can't keep up with her, so I was trying. It was her birthday, so we did burpees. Yeah. Where do you? I'm drawing a line at you. You know you're a gooner, bro. Come on, bro. Where my eyes at? You know you're a gooner, bro.
Chegamos aqui, estamos aqui com o Baby Shark, rapaz. Já tá com o manto do Baby Shark. Tava fazendo as fotos ali com o cinturão, chique, hein? Aí sim.
Pra sentir já esse, né?
Sábado já. Como é que você tá se sentindo assim, em questão do... Pai, eu tô...
At what age is he like, man, let me take this dumb hat off? Now, I'm too old to be wearing this. It's for the holidays, but he be wearing that dumb hat all the time. At what age he going to be like, okay. That's for Dorothy Slippers, yeah. You start off with one push-up, one sit-up, one push-up, one sit-up, and one Roman twist. I don't even know what that is. And one jump squat, one jumping jack, and back down in the push-up. Every time you do one, you add one and go up the next rep. You do 2 of everything and go up to 20. Okay. All right, LO Snap. LO Snap. LO Snap, aren't you in the hospital? Not to make fun of you. Some of that stuff you're supposed to do when you're young. You're not supposed to do it in your 30s and 40s. We got a little bit of time. Let me jump over here. I did want to see see what she up to. That sounds like the exercises my brother did when he was in prison. Yeah, there you go. I bought some new cows and they put me. Oh no, that's what you're saying. Oh, they took you down. They got 2. They scored 2 on you. Oh, snap. Nah, I do. I'll say a prayer for you, man. I hope you do get better. I'm sorry. I don't want to see you get hurt, man. Even if you piss me off sometimes, I don't want to see you get hurt. I never get hurt training. It's always doing housework. Well, you are on the farm. Oh, they pushed you against a trailer? Dang. Okay. Humans can't. You know what? Humans can't hurt LOL Snap. The only things that can hurt LOL Snap are 5,000-pound animals and himself. Humans can't hurt him. Yogun said you protected against humans, but not animals and yourself. We gotta rush out of this. Pato not fighting, which is crazy because didn't we just watch him on? Wasn't he just training the other video? Let me come over here. Where's Flo grappling at? He was just training at AOJ. What the hell happened to him? Flo, you messed up your thumbnail right there, Flo. Trey, get on that, bro. You messed that up. Oh, this press conference today. Trey, you messed that thumbnail up. Get that fixed, man. Here is Pato 5 days ago. We just saw that. The Brazilian Kula, who's that? Oh, the Brazilian. Okay. He was just training 5 days ago. They posted this. Look, he looked okay.
At the beginning of the year, I think on the WNO stage it's gonna be different because it's like
he was just looking okay 5 days ago.
Sometimes stay for the AAM.
What happened to him?
I saw race. I'm like kind of that white.
What happened to him?
That day I didn't.
He was okay 5 days ago. It's probably longer than 5 days. Guys, you don't need to train hard right before your event. Okay, so he's out. So now Taza and Chris Wojcik gonna be in there. New Wave versus Kingsway or B Team. Simple shit. Stop changing your names. Kingsway versus Simple Man. Okay, there we go. They don't change names. Technically, they're the same team. And Albino Preto sold all those shirts promoting the fight. Yeah, well, give them their money back. AP. We got one more Colton Brown Let me see what Colton Brown.
Once I do this, watch how I move my feet. Immediately move my feet. Boom. Now I can hear. That's the reason why, right? And that's why you're pulling where you're pulling. That's why you're moving your feet. Okay? We're here again. I have this grip. Okay? I stand still. Jaden, hook my left. Boom. He hooks. Not in a good position.
No,
some of you guys are
Pato.
fast enough to lift your leg Uchimata here. Right? And then you get.
Come on, Dorothy. I just said Pato. I said Pato. I didn't say nothing about Corby. I said Pato. I said Pato had to pull out, right? Isn't that what I just said? I believe Pato. Maybe I was wrong. Yeah, Pato. We'll watch some of this later. Is there anything I want to watch? Who is that? We'll watch some of this later. Oh, shout out to Lucy Liu. Happy birthday, Lucy Liu. 57? Hey, listen. 57? 57? 6, 7, 5, 7? Hey, listen, I would jump in there too. I'm sorry. I would jump in there. I'm sorry. Hey, Lucy Liu? No, you for sure a gooner. You a gooner. You gooner. You gooner. You a gooner for real. You're a real gooner. Where's my finger at? But it's Lucy Liu. I get a pass. Lucy Liu, come on. 5'7", 6'7". Oh, yeah, that's true. Everything's demonic. I can't do nothing cool. This hack's demonic. Christmas is demonic. All right, I won't do it. Can't do nothing, bro. Everything, they don't tell you it's demonic either. Everything, listen, all your music, all this technology is demonic. I'm sure it's demonic somehow. Tia Carrera. I don't know who that is. Who is that? Dorothy Slippers, your gooning level's too high for me to understand. You know you're a gooner. Dorothy Slippers for real a gooner. But let me talk about Lucy Liu. It's her birthday. Happy birthday, Lucy Liu. Hey, listen. You know, normally I say athletes, D1, blah, blah, blah. But listen, I will make an exception for her. Santa Claus is demonic. Yeah, you should look up the history of Santa Claus. Listen, everything's demonic. Can't do nothing fun. 5'7" is her age. Wayne's World, come on. Bro, come on. And Dorothy Slippers, how old are you, bro? You sound like a Gen Xer. Of course I saw Wayne's World as a kid. Yeah, I don't remember who was in Wayne's World. Okay, I'll look her up later. The reason why Santa Claus' bag was bright red was because people used to sacrifice children in his name. Oh, shit. And he used to carry the blood of children across the court. Is that true? All right, old snap. I don't know about that one. It's possible. All this pagan shit. I mean, yeah. You can't celebrate nothing. Don't take all the fun away from life for me, yellow snap. Let me look at Lucy Liu. Why are you guys telling me I'm demonic and everything? I'm looking at Lucy Liu right now. LL snap. It probably is demonic though, for real. Let me look at Lucy Liu. Hey, Lucy Liu. They trying to distract me from you, but they can't do it. Lucy Liu. Look, I'm not gooning. My hands. You can see my hands. I'm not gooning. Now, Dorothy Slippers, I can't see your hands. That's why you're a gooner. You are a gooner. My hand's right here. Lucy Liu, my hand's right here. Can't you see Lucy Liu? Where's the other hand at? Okay, where's this hand? Okay, there you go. Both hands are up right there. Where your hands at, Dorothy Slippers? Huh? He says, Coke made Santa Claus in a good image. Yeah. Well, that's the image I'm kind of representing, the black Santa Claus. Except I can't afford to bring you no presents, though. Santa Claus is broke this year, everybody. You might get a hug from me. I can find a YouTube video for you, and that's okay. I believe you. Once you go Tia Carrera, you never go back. Kris Kringle had a counterpart named Krampus who stole. Okay, Krampus is the one I remember. Krampus, yeah, Krampus. Guys, let's focus on Lucy Liu. About to say Lucas Liu. No, I don't know who Lucas Liu is. We're gonna focus on Lucy Liu. Hey, Lucy. Hey, 11. Listen, guys, 57. 57? No, I would still do some stuff. I would still do. Sorry, this is a family show. Get out of here, Lucy Lou. Get out of here, Lucy. How you doing, Lucy? Oh, God. Ooh. Face card's on point. Face card is on point. Here's my hands right here. Dorothy Slipper, where are your hands at? Where's your hands at, Dorothy Slipper? Where are your hands at? Where are your hands at? Hey, Lucy, how you doing? Hey, listen. She can still get it. I'm sorry. This is a family show. This is a family show. In Nordic countries, Santa has a black racist side elf. Or elf sidekick. Oh, yeah. I can't get down with Santa. Well, they do different stuff over there, especially in Amsterdam. What's the? I never saw that in where I was in Nordic. Amsterdam, they got some blackface over there going on. All right, man, I'm tired. Is there anything else? We'll look at some of this later. We got some stuff for tomorrow. Okay, we'll come back to that later. All right, everybody, I'm tired. Make sure you donate to Mush over here on the Cash App. It's not even my Cash App. Mush, tell me who's donating. Can you let me know who's donating? I believe you. Mush, tell me who's donating. Come on, guys. We're trying to donate some money to Mush, get him ready for the Olympics. That's basically it. Was there anything else I wanted to say? My bands or Googling TSC. Yeah, you go do that. Your hands. You know you're a gooner, bro. We doing a watch part? Possibly. We'll see. I'm already tired. This streaming ain't easy. Streaming tiring. We had a good day. Make sure you keep LL Snap in your prayers. He did get taken out by some cows, which I thought was a joke, but it's for real. Human hands can't hurt LL Snap, but a cow can. So say a prayer for, keep him in your prayers. We do love having him on the live stream. We do love having him on here, See, look, I'm positive. I'm positive. Thanks for the show. Thank you, sir. We're going to be celebrating the holidays, the demonic holidays, apparently. We're not celebrating the demonic holidays. We're celebrating the commodified holidays thanks to Coca-Cola and other corporations. But yeah, that's it, man. Stay out of trouble. We should be back tomorrow. We possibly will be watching Who's Number One or One Championship. Yeah, keep LL Snap in your prayers. We do want him to bounce back and be healthy for a long time. And that's it, man. Stay out of trouble. I got nothing else. We're celebrating Jesus Christ. Yeah, Jesus Christ. And if you want to get into it, Jesus Christ can be. Jesus Christ is. Let me stop. We could say something about Jesus too, not being demonic, but being based off previous cultures. The Messiah figure. Let's get out of there. This is a judo show. This is a judo news network. The Alec Judo News Network. Actually, we don't do jiu-jitsu over here. We do judo. All right, everybody, take care of yourselves. Stay out of trouble. Stay hydrated. Eat your blueberries. And that's it, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow, God willing. And that's it. LL Snap, get better, bro.